Time to get the old juices flowing here. Time to get stuff photographed. Time to make that money. Ella Bobella. Okay, first of all, that sounds amazing. Ella Bobella, fee fi fovella. Oh, Ella. Just one more chapter. Well, hello. Happy Thursday, you guys. We are doing, we got a box here of stuff that we are going to get hung up. We are going to get it steamed. This is stuff I got from a garage sale. So we're going to get that hung up with hangers. We're going to get what needs to get steamed. I'm not getting crazy, you guys. I'm not trying to make everything perfect. But we are going to do that. And then we're going to get some stuff photographed. So I figure you guys might want to hang out. Maybe you're working. Maybe you're just hanging out. I hear the dogs going out the doggy door. It's so adorable. Oh, no. Good morning. Can you hear me now? Guys, I've only had a cup of coffee. Okay, tell me if you guys can hear me now. Tell me if you can hear me now. Hopefully you can hear me. Hey, there you are. Oh my gosh, you guys. Sorry about that. I forgot to plug the microphone in. I mean, that's such a bummer. I sang Ella Bobella a song too. Ella Bobella, Bonana Bana, Bofella, Fifa, Bomelo. Ella. Well, if the first two letters are ever the same, drop them both and say the name. Who remembers that one? That's childhood stuff right there. That is child. Good morning, Carmen, over on YouTubies. Good morning. Sophia's here. Sophia's on the YouTube as well. I appreciate you guys putting time in over there. I don't know what happened with my stream last night over there on YouTube. It got like crazy laggy. So I don't know what happened. It's the internet. It makes its own choices and decisions, and I don't really understand the internet. So that's good. Phoebes, what's up? What is up? Phoebes is in the house. Good morning, Havoc. Good morning. Okay, yeah, so what you guys could not hear me say, those of you on YouTube, you heard me say this, but for those of you that did not hear me say this, what we're doing today is I've got a box here, huge, gigantic monster box of stuff that I got at a garage sale that I need to get photographed and hung up. So first thing, I'm going to hang everything up on hangers, or at least what I can get up on hangers. So I only have a certain number of these one kind of hangers I really like, which are these ones that have the curve on it. It's funny because we were just talking about it yesterday, and I was like, yeah, I only ordered 5 of them. I think I'll only need 5, and I think I might go in and order more. So I need to do that. I need to look at the hangers I have gotten. Wait, why you guys are on here before I forget? Because I said I was going to do this yesterday, and then I didn't do it. We're going to look this up and see. Every once in a while, these go on sale, and they're the ones I really, really like. Are they on sale? Are they on sale? Are they on sale? They're not on sale. Shoot. So I'm waiting for these to go. I want these to go on sale again. I freaking love these hangers. They work really, really well for, like, see how this is, like, it pops the shoulder out a little bit, so it adds like this dimension in here, and it just helps, especially my women's clothes look really good. Now I love Trisha's hanger, and I use that for the stuff that's got like wider shoulders, but like on my women's clothing, it unless it's like a loose fitty or it's like, you know, a plus size, it just looks, it makes the shoulders look like insane. Like it makes the shirts just look like linebacker shirts, which is great for my men's shirts, and I'll probably use it a lot for this haul here. But anyways, I digress. I just want them to go on sale because it's $29 for the 6. It's a 6-pack. So every once in a while when they go on sale, yeah, I definitely want to get those on sale. So Kelly, hello, Sweet Briar. Lynn came over to YouTubies. Thank you. Just one more chapter. How bad was the car? So our answer with the car, it's either not super crazy bad or it's bad. So we started at the beginning. We replaced the battery because the battery went and had the battery tested, and the battery needed some new love. It's an old battery. We've had it since we got the car. It needed a new one. So we got a new battery. That was something that needed to happen anyways. Fun fact, it spit out a CD when we took the battery out and put the battery back in. Now, I have never used the CD player in my car. I don't have CDs, so I do probably packed away in some box somewhere, but I don't listen to CDs because obviously we use Spotify because that's the little era we live in. Or I listen to my vinyl records, which I'm not doing in the car, obviously. Although that would be cool. Anyways, so it spit out a CD, and it was this CD that was called like Success Magazine, something or another. And I think what it was when they would take the car on test drives, this must have just been like their test CD or something. So that was still in. So that was kind of fun to get that. I was like, oh, that's so weird. But yeah, so hopefully we thought it was battery. It wasn't. Then we thought, so Justin thinks it's one of three things. It's either this sensor, which he's trying to replace. So what's happening is it's engaging the four-wheel drive and disengaging and engaging and disengaging, which we don't even use the four-wheel drive. We live in Texas. It's literally like, we used it when we were traveling when we lived in Washington because you're going up mountains and stuff. But here it's like, we don't use that. So it just keeps disengaging and re-engaging. So if it's a sensor, Justin can replace it. If it's a loose wire that's like touching and untouching, then the auto mechanic would have to fix it. And then last but not least, which would be the really horrible thing, which we're knocking on wood it's not, is the whole hub compartment system for the four-wheel drive unit area is like faulting. And if that's the case, then that has to be replaced, and it's going to be like thousands of dollars. Now, if that has to be replaced, though, the question would be, can they just disengage it altogether? And then if we ever sell the car, which, I mean, guys, we'll probably just run this thing into the ground, but would we need to re-engage it? Could we do it at that time? What does that look like? Because it's just not something that we are ever going to use. I don't even know that we've ever even used the four-wheel drive on this. So, yeah, so that's where we're at. We are still crossing our fingers. I wanted it to just be the battery so bad, you guys. Like, things come at you and you just deal with them in life. We're just going through an interesting time right now with like literally starting businesses, this and Justin's business from scratch. We are full-time entrepreneurs now. There is no paycheck coming in besides that. So I'm like, we're living on a budget. We need this to be simple and easy, and that's what we're doing. That's the Compound Effect Guys magazine. The Success Magazine by Darren Hardy. No, it wasn't a Darren Hardy, though. I would know that. I would know that in 2 seconds. No, it was like a Time Magazine Success, featuring like 4 successful people or something with like music or something in between. I don't know. I don't even have a CD player to listen to it. So, but that's what it said on the outside of it. But that would be Gene. If it was a Darren Hardy, I would know it was mine from back in the day that I had forgot about, because, you know, I love that freaking book. So, oh my goodness. Sweet Briar, what are you doing? I think they can disengage it, says Creekside. I hope so. Oh, I've been listening to him because of you, and he keeps mentioning it. Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about, Gene. It's not that, but I do know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's called, it's close. It's close. This one's like a Time magazine something. Time, or, is it Time? Oh, I threw it away. Now I should look, but it's in the garbage out on the garbage outside, so we're not going to do that. Oh my goodness. The amount of people that request to come in that have nothing to do with this. Okay. Yes. And the answer is yes to that. Gene says it's okay. I don't know. Guys, it was something. It was some 4 people that have had success in their life that have been in a magazine. I don't know. That's all I know. Vanessa is here. Kitch in the house. All right. Let's do this. So what we're going to do is we're going to get stuff hung up here. And then we're going to get stuff steamed that needs to get steamed. And then whatever doesn't need to get steamed, we'll just automatically photograph. So, Bailey, what is good? All right, so first thing we've got here, I picked this up for $1, and I'm really excited about it. So this is a little Texas Longhorns shirt. It's got a couple things are exciting about it. One, it's got the Nike swoosh in the middle, which is like super sought after. Number 2, it's double-sided. And number 3, it's got an old school Nike tag. So this is kind of like a smorgasbord of everything I look for when I'm looking for Nike t-shirts. Now, if this was a super simple Nike tee, or it wasn't old with the tag, or it doesn't have the center swoosh, I would probably most likely just pair it up with a whole bunch of different other Nike shirts. You guys know I like to do bundle stuff, so I'd probably bundle it with like 2 or 3 other shirts. But with this being, with all of its little caveats, we can certainly sell this on its own. Sweet Briar, I'm always happy to see you. Okay, next one we've got here is a little Ralph Lauren. And I always check too, when I'm doing garage sales, you know, there are Ralph Lauren little dupers out there. And so when I'm garage sailing, I'm always looking to make sure that this pony actually looks like a pony and a guy. The dupey ones, like, you won't be able to see the head. They'll look squished. Or the horse legs will look like this. They'll look all like, like they'll look like like the horse has like wobble legs. And then of course, things like the custom fit would be way up here if it was custom fit, or just other things that like tell you that it's a duper. So always make sure you're checking that with the Ralph Lauren. You know, Ralph Lauren has become pretty popular. It's always been popular, but I would say it's definitely having a moment right now. And so because of that, there's going to be people out there trying to do the old doopy. My question is, have you guys ever come across a Ralph Lauren doopy in the wild? And if so, what did it look like? Leanne, what is good? Leanne, what is good? Jean, now you're making me think about that CD. Now I wish I wouldn't have thrown it away, because now I'm like, God, was that one I had? But, oh man, I've had it since, see, this is what happens. Things like this get stuck in my head. I've had that CD, or I've had the car since 2016. No, I don't think it was. But now I want it to be. Gee, Tiz, you know how things get stuck in my head. It is just the life I live. Stuff gets stuck in my head, and there ain't nothing I can do about it. Okay, next up is another little Ralph Lauren polo. Now, this is absolutely not vintage or anything like that. You can tell because of the screen print here. However, anything that has this bear on it sells fairly well. Of course, the ones that have the bigger bear sell even better. And yes, this is ski and what a weird time of year and all those things you would think. However, it'll still sell. It's not going to be some crazy, mega massive banger, but, we'll do okay with it. Oh, it's got a little pinhole here. It's got a little pinhole right there, right? Which I did not see right there. But we're still going to put it up. I'll knock $2 off of it. I am not sewing or fixing anything. So I think you would recognize. I think so too. But now you're making me question it. And Justin had said something like, are you sure that's not ours? Or what was it that he said? Like, are you sure you didn't put that in there? I'm like, no, I've never had a CD. Like, I haven't owned CDs since I've been in that car. But okay, I have to not think about it anymore. Don't get it out of your head. Doesn't matter. It's an inconsequential thing that doesn't matter. Things like this get stuck in my head, though, you guys. This is what happens. And then I'll sit up in bed at like 3 o'clock in the morning and be like, Helen Bonham Carter, because it's like the name of somebody I've been trying to remember or something. It happens all the time to me. All right. Next up, we've got a little Lacoste shirt. Now, here's kind of my rule with these shirts with photographing. And I'm going to take it off of this hanger and I'll show you why. So see how when I hang this, it creates this like weird looking kind of triangle thing here. And the reason being is because I can't get that shoulder out enough. Now, I could put it on Trisha's hanger. And let's see, what size is this? Yeah, this is a 3XL. So I can put it on Trisha's hanger. Kind of my rule of thumb with this one is I don't do any pictures of clothing on this one unless it's like a 2XL. Or more. Otherwise, oh yeah, this fits good. Otherwise, it looks so, it just looks too, the shape of it looks weird in my photos. To me. To other people, I'm sure it looks fine, but to me, it's what it looks like. But this one's great, because look at that, with that hanger. Look at the difference, you guys. Like, that, like, on this little hanger here, it looks so sad. And that looks great. Look at that. Look at it. Look at it. That looks fantastic. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. All right. Okay, then I want to get some stuff that I don't need to put on these big hangers. Okay, so here's something I found. And anything that has this kind of look to it is so absolutely fire. This is like a crazy handkerchief. I think it says none slaughter. Yikes. But it'll sell. And so for stuff like this, so that I can really get it in the picture and make it look good, I'll usually take like a little hanger here and then a hanger here. And then I'm not going to be showing the hangers in the photograph, so I'm not usually very worried about doubling up. So then I'm going to take here, and I'm trying to get kind of as close to the edge as I can. And then I'm going to put it here. And I'll show you what this looks like at the end once I get this the way that I want it to look. Perfect. So by doing it this way, nope, not perfect. We're close. We're close to perfect. By doing it this way, it just gives it like a nice crisp. Let's see. So that one's going to go there. This one's going to go here. And then this one's going to go, probably move this down. So I like these hangers because you can just kind of move it around. There we go. Perfect. And then I'll hang it up and get a photograph of it like that. That way it stays nice and crisp against the board. And we'll just put that here for now. Let's put it here for now. Okay. Next up, we've got a t-shirt. So here is a bundle. This is going to be a bundle. I know exactly what bundle this is. Okay. So I picked up 3 of these Ralph Lauren polos. So this is a 2XL. I think these are all the same size. 2XL. And then this is a 2XL. What size is this? This is a large. You know what I'm going to do, you guys, is I'm going to actually comp this. So you're getting to see kind of my method to my madness here. So I'm going to comp this, and I'm just going to see what these are going for. Just a second, I got to turn my fan on. Little fan, little light. We're going to comp these. Wow. There's one for sale on eBay for $35. That's so crazy to me. $38. Crazy. Because I was going to say, I may pair that one up with these. If it was the same size, I absolutely would. But with it being that different of a size, God, that's crazy. Wow, I didn't expect that to be that much. Southern, what is good? What's good, Southern? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to do all 3 of these shirts, and we are going to use our handy dandy little things. See that catch? Look at those reflexes. Woo! Honey, something fell and I caught it. Neck's in. We always joke about that. If my neck is not out of place, I catch things. Okay, so we're going to do that one. We're going to do this one. We're going to put that on here. And then we're also going to do this one. And so I'm going to sell all 3 of these together. And the reason I do this is because otherwise it's so expensive for shipping, right? So let's say that this is a $15 t-shirt. Well, if they have to also spend $6 on shipping, now it's like $22 plus tax. It's like a $25 t-shirt, right? That's a lot of money to have a t-shirt shipped to you. You can almost buy one of these new for that. So if you put them together like this and then just offer it as a bundle, I will get more money putting these 3 together because they only have to pay one shipping price than I will get if I do them individually. So I do that with Nike Dry Fit t-shirts. I do that with Ralph Lauren t-shirts. I do it with just like basic Hanes tees. Carhartt t-shirts, that's another one. Carhartt t-shirts on their own, harder to sell. Carhartt t-shirts in a bundle, easier to sell. So black, blue, black. You guys think I should mix it up a little bit instead of doing that? All right. I like your thoughts. I like your thoughts. Let's do it. Let's try it. Whoop. Dropping things. Where'd that go? Oh my gosh, guys. I've got my new metas. These are metas. And no, I have not played with them online yet. I know that's so ridiculous, but I need Justin to help me. And we have just been so busy with the car situation. So. All
right, I'll be back, Andy.
Are you headed out for the car thing? Yep. All right. Good luck, baby. So did you deduce that you could not do the sensor on your own?
What?
Are you going to get the sensor, or what are you? You're going to get the sensor?
Yeah.
And then you're coming home and putting it in? Or you're putting it in at the auto place? Or you're undecided? Sorry, guys, just a second. Okay.
Because if I need a tool or something, I'll still be there.
Oh, yeah. They might be able to help you. I'm putting everything out to the...
Done, I can run over to Costco and tell them to torque my tires for me.
Okay. I'm putting everything out that is just going to be that sensor. Everybody put out the positive vibes. It's just going to be this stupid sensor thing. Because we really need it to not be the $4,000 torque thing or whatever it is. What's up, Seven? Okay, so yes, we're going to do that then. Was this what we got? Is this what we thought, Lynette? You like that better, guys? I like that better too. I think that looks good. Southern, say a prayer for me. Say a prayer for me that it's just a sensor and it's not a torque 4-wheel drive issue. Girls, your girl's still paying and dealing with the plumbing situation that we had. My Lord, come on. Buy a house, they say. It'll save you money, they say. I mean, it does, but come on. All right, next thing we've got a bunch of dress shirts here, but I am out of hangers for my dress shirts. So I'm just basically looking for stuff that I can put on the small hangers. I'm not seeing a whole bunch of those, so we may just get, let's get some of this stuff photographed and hung up then. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I mean, can you even with that situation? Like, you cannot make that up. But I also think that you are tested in your life. And those tests come sometimes in waves, and the test is to see how serious you are about something. So where you could crumble so easily, it would be so easy to crumble, right? And just be like, oh, the world's terrible, nothing's working out for me, money's tight, Justin's job's dissolved. I mean, I could go down a rabbit hole. Economy's bad. Or I could just say, you know what? I'm being tested to see how serious I'm about this reselling thing. To see how serious we are about being entrepreneurs and taking our lives into our own hands versus having our jobs in the hands of others. Because our last 2 jobs were literally dissolved. My job and Justin's job, our regular jobs. And it's like, it happens, not to like make anyone paranoid or anything, but I mean, it happens so, thank you, Lynn. It happens so easily. You guys know that. Like, if you're not in charge of your own business and your own destiny, like, you're at the mercy of everyone else in their situations. Like, I was just talking to my chiropractor about it 2 days ago. And I said, we were talking about this. And she's like, how's the job search going? What's Justin doing? So I was telling her. And she's like, yeah. She's like, I don't blame you. She said her brother-in-law just got laid off. And then her hubby works for a company. And one of the company, one of the things that they do, they have like a government contract for something to make something. I don't know what they make, but they make something. And the government no longer re-upped that contract for their company, which is like really huge. Like when the government has something contracted through your company, that's like a big deal because you're going to get paid and whatever. Anyways, so I don't know. I don't know if that's the way the world's going, but it seems like more and more people I have talked to are having that situation happen. So I don't know. I don't want to be at the mercy of other people's stuff anymore. I just want to get up in the morning and I want to work and I want to do my job and I want to know I can work. And what's great about what we're doing, you guys, is we're selling used stuff, and in a market where people can't or maybe soon won't be able to afford new stuff, having used stuff is the option. So I think we're going to do okay. I would really like for these tests to end on my end. Auntie, you have been through a lot, and my heart is with you. I know you've been through a lot. Jean says, with my health issues, I practice radical acceptance in the mindset of what can I do right now? I know. Me too. I think, like, over the last few years, I've lost a lot of people that are close to me. I went through a couple health things myself. And I've just learned, I don't know if it's like an age thing or what it is, but I've just come to this, like, acceptance portion of my life of, like, I don't mean, like, accepting mediocrity or accepting, oh, woe's me. I mean more just, like, stuff is always going to happen and things are going to happen. And whatever, we're not given stuff that we can't handle, right? And so I always just think, like, I'm handling this and I'm dealing with this because maybe somebody else wouldn't be able to. And so I try to, like, deal with that strength and and come from a place of that, of that acceptance and that, like, I can do this kind of place. I look at someone like my mom. My mom was such a hard worker, and she really put her kids first and her grandkid first, and she really put everyone, first in her life. And she was a good woman. She drove the church van. I mean, she was a Girl Scout troop leader my whole life. She, like, stepped up to the plate always. But she had a hard run. She had a series of health issues stemming back from even when she was a child. She had scarlet fever, which is, like, kind of rare. But it was really, she had a really hard time when she was a kid. And then my mom also, I don't know how we got on this topic, but why not? My mom also was sent home from the hospital as a baby to pass. She couldn't, for some reason, she couldn't take my grandma's breast milk. And this is back in the 50s before, they had different kinds of formula and stuff like that. And so she was starving to death. And they were going back and forth to the hospital and the doctors, and none of the nurses and the doctors didn't know what to do. The limited kinds of formula they had were not working. They had even gotten so desperate as to try cow's milk, and she got sick on that. And so she was just not thriving. And there was this woman that lived down the street. So this is the 50s, right? So this woman was in her 80s at the time. So this woman grew up, in that 1800s, like, crazy rough times. And she said she heard the baby crying from down the street. And so she came over to my grandparents' house. And this is the only reason why I'm here today, is she came over to my grandma's house and she asked what was wrong with the baby. And my grandma said, she's starving to death. We can't get her, she can't keep anything down. And we don't know what to do. And the woman said, have you tried goat's milk? Now, goat's milk you can find at the grocery store nowadays. But back in the day, in a little tiny place called Littleton, Colorado, they didn't just have goats hanging around. And it wasn't something that people drank. They didn't eat goat cheese. And there was no charcuterie boards with, goat feta and stuff like that. And so my grandma said, no, but I'm desperate. I'll try anything. So they found a little farm that was out of town, and they were able to get some goat's milk. And sure enough, my mom, that's what she lived on. And so I always think of those kind of stories. So when I'm going through a really hard time, I just think of my mom, and I think of my grandma, and I think of, like, the stuff that my mom went through. And you name it, my mom ended up with it. Literally, I think it's just her immune system or something was just so shot from, maybe being a baby and not thriving, and then also having the scarlet fever and then all this other stuff. She had a blood transfusion after my brother was born, because my brother was born. He had passed away when he was born. They were able to revive him, but he had the cord wrapped around his neck, and so they didn't get the placenta out. And long story short, my mom almost hemorrhaged out, and she had to get a blood transfusion, and she ended up getting hepatitis from that. This is like back in the 80s, which that doesn't happen anymore, but rough times. So because of that, she just had a lot of stuff. And so when we're doing this, and I'm dealing with car sensors, and we're dealing with job stuff, and we're dealing with plumbing, all I could think about is, like, I've been through tough stuff. My mom went through tough stuff. People are going through tough stuff every single day. And if they can make it through it, I can make it through it. And so I try not to worry, because the more you worry, the worse your body gets. It'll give you something to do, but it's not going to get you anywhere. And so that's kind of, I don't know, that's where I'm at. I did not even look at the comments during all of this, but that's where I'm at. Secondhand goods are the future. Yeah, I hear that, Riz. I believe that. And I also believe, too, Riz, in my heart of hearts, that homemade stuff is as well. When you see the number of young, I call them kids, but to me they are between the ages of 16 to 25, and you see the amount of them that are making their own clothes and learning how to sew and taking old comforters or old stuff from the thrift store and giving it new life. Now, maybe it's just me because it's on my algorithm, and that's highly possible. But I am just seeing more and more and more of these coming about where people are changing and making new things and stuff. I really do. And I think it's a necessity out of necessity because let's just face it, this era right here is going to be known as like the fast fashion joke era. Like how we used to make fun of like mullets or something when we were, and now mullets are popular again, but like, do you remember back in like the 2000s how much fun we'd make fun of like someone that had a mullet? It was so funny. Oh my gosh. I used to say when I did hair, the only mullet I cut is off. And so, I mean, it was an era, and I look at that, and we joked and laughed about that, but I think in the future, they're going to look back at this era as like, oh my gosh, yeah. Do you remember when things like Shein and Temu and what are some of the other ones? Nova or some of the, I don't even know fast fashion brands, but some of those brands that like are literally just like so made of plastic. I think people are going to laugh about it. And I predict that's true. So I predict that is true. Sounds like a Southern start. I love it. Southern, every time you get on here. I don't know what it is about you, but you're like the easiest person to talk to. And I know you're just like you're just text on here. I'm not seeing you, but like I can see you at the same time. Every time you get on here, I end up telling a story because it's like talking to a good friend. I just love that. I think of that lady, someone had the answer. Your mom was determined to survive. Absolutely. Absolutely. I am so very much needed to hear your story today. Oh, Mary. Good. Hey, you know what, you guys? Renee, sometimes you just need those human moments. Honored to be included in that group. I know how to sew a little bit. Southern, you know how to sew more than me, I guarantee it. Like, I can make a Halloween costume, but that's about it. That's the extent of my sewing. The only other sewing experience I really have is I had a job a million years ago. In order to be able to take some classes at Central Washington University, I had to work in one of the departments there, and I was taking some classes. What was I taking there? I was taking classes to get my GED, and then I was also taking. Oh man, wow! I don't even remember, you guys. That's sad. It's been too long. Anyways. Doesn't really matter, but I was taking some classes there, and in order to get my tuition paid for, I had to work in like a department. I don't know if they still do this, but they did this back in the day. And so the department that I chose to work in was the sewing and seamstress department, but they didn't make clothing. They did curtains and furniture. So what they would do is they'd make the curtains, and these are the old curtains. Riz knows what these are called, but I can't remember. They're the curtains that have like the things are like three little things together, and then you got space, and then it's like together and then space, and you'd put those old metal hooks in them, and then they'd go up on the thing, and then you'd pull the shade to open them. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? I know this is like so random, but so I worked in the sewing department, and I used to sew those three together with this crazy industrial, like, serger style machine. It was like, da 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 da, cut, snip, da 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 da. So I sewed that. And then I also, in that same department, we did furniture. So they would reupholster the furniture every year. All the, like, little chairs that you'd put, like, in the offices or whatever. So you'd go in and you'd untack all these things, and then you'd pull this material over. And then you'd, there's like this little sewing machine thing that I don't even know what they're called. That's the extent. Traverse rod pleats. There we go. I was like, Riz is 100% going to know exactly what those are. I love that. Riz, that makes me so happy that you know those things. I hope you know that. All right, now that we've got those steamed, I've got this one other shirt. I went to take pictures of it, and then I realized it was, like, so outrageously wrinkly. I was like, girl, you can get by with some stuff, but that is, like, outrageously wrinkly. So, like the ones in Sweet Home, Alabama. Oh, man, I don't know. I haven't seen that in so long. Southern, when I think of a movie, though, and I think of you, I think of that movie. So that is so adorable. Oh my gosh. Doesn't that have, isn't Reese Witherspoon in that? Is that who's in that movie? I think it was Reese Witherspoon. It's been so many years, I can't remember. Riz says, Charity, we are the same. I love that. Riz and I, we've got a lot in common, that's for sure. Yes, and the one and only Josh Lucas. That's the guy that's in it. Man, I don't even think I can place his face. Like, but Southern and I are in two different generations. I could literally be Southern's mom, because I'm ancient. Oh, guys, my birthday's gonna be coming up. I'll be 48. How am I gonna be 48 years old? I can't. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'm getting a step closer every year to that Molly. Wasn't it the Molly Shannon skit that was like, I can kick and I can strut because I'm 50 years old. I don't know if anyone remembers that. Patrick Dempsey was in that movie. Oh my gosh. Creekside, I can see you quoting that too. Creekside, I'm probably old enough to be your mom as well. Good gracious. Foxy says, after you list an item, you throw it in a clear plastic bag till it sells. Yep, that's it. I leave my bags open a little bit, so I don't usually close them all the way. I realize that dust can get inside then, but it also keeps the item breathable. Otherwise, things can get kind of musty, especially because I sell a lot of vintage stuff. So it gets like a weird funkadoodle to it. So I always leave just a little bit of a part. We are both 47. Remind me to never stand next to you. Why? Why? You look amazing. What are you even talking about? Because Ray's is 50 years old. Patrick Dempsey is beautiful. I agree. Patrick Dempsey is beautiful. All right. Okay, let's get some of this stuff photographed here. So I have to turn off I've learned this about this room. I have to turn off my steamer. I have to wait like 30 to 40 seconds and then I can turn my bright lights on. Otherwise, it trips the power. So that's how many lights I have in there. They could never make me hate McDreamy. I know, he's so amazing. So if you guys like Patrick Dempsey, how many of you have seen the Patrick Dempsey GOAT movie called Can't Buy Me Love? That is a great movie. You want to see Patrick Dempsey in his like early nerdy to get handsome era? Can't Buy Me Love, baby. Riz, you're 52? I would not have guessed that. I know. I am 47. Kayla, I am 47. 47. I'm waiting for Kayla to be like, isn't Justin in his 30s? And I'm ready to say, yep. Oh my goodness. Wedding Date is prime time. It was good. One of the best movies. Such a good movie. When he's driving on the lawnmower with the hat. I mean, come on. I mean, it's true. It's true, you guys. Not bad. She's not looking bad. She's looking okay. We'll see. Okay, time away has been turned on throughout the extended weekend vacay. I hear that. So my electric is wired just like me. Freaks out if too much is happening at once. Selfie! Exactly! Kayla says, I'm a cougar too. I thought you were at least 10 years younger than me. Oh my God, Drea, you look great, by the way. I don't even want to hear nothing. You literally look so young, so don't even. God's in the house. What is good, you guys? Sophia says, I love that movie. Okay, so let's get this stuff photographed, and then we can get some more stuff steamed here. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. Just hanging out, being cool, doing cool stuff, hanging out. Jack, did you see Jack? There he is, Mama. There he is, Mama. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy to see you. Here's that boy. Say hi to Selby. Say hi to Selby. Oh, this is working good. So he had a little lipoma situation on his chest, which is super common with his breed. And we've been doing two things. I've been doing a little natural like mushroom, we call it his mushies supplement. And then I've also been doing, I got like a little red light therapy thing that I use. I've used it for years. I freaking love it. Helps with like aches and pains. It really helps me with my knee. I've had this knee like kind of replaced so it gets like creaky and achy. Really helps with the inflammation. But I read online that it works great for lipomas and pups. So we call it treatment time. He hops up on, we put it on the lowest setting, and it's just 10 minutes. We just do 10 minutes on his little lipoma, and it's definitely between that and the mushies, it's really going down. So I'm excited. Jack definitely thinks the earth is flat. Oh, Jack does. Jack's not the greatest bulb in the box. I always learn something new here. I love that he is handsome. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. All right, let's get this stuff photographed. So we're gonna do this one first. So I'm just gonna push my little thing up here, and then I just go like this with these. Let's see, we're gonna move this really out of the way. I've been doing flags and I've been doing like handkerchiefs this way for a little while, and it works good. And then I just don't get the hanger in it. Ta-da! Ta-da! What's up, Valley Picker? Good to see ya. Miss Charity, do you believe in gravity? Yep. Well, depends on the day. Some days my heads are so in the clouds I don't believe in gravity. But normally I do. Also, great song by a band called Urethane that none of you have heard of. It's a band that has like an old skateboarder in it that none of you have probably heard of, and that's okay too. What is up, Evelyn? Lynn says, hanging out, making Easter/spring decor for my booth at the Antique Mall. Lynn, tell us more about that. That sounds fantastic. How fun. Okay, let's get a picture of this, and I'll show you guys how this turns out. And I usually try to get as least amount of the hanger in there as I can. So my opening photo will probably be that. Let's take a look. So that looks crazy and insane. Raw. This is like some like deathcore or something. So, and then I'm gonna take a picture with kind of getting a little bit of the hangers in there. Then we're gonna do a little measuring with our measuring stick, and then everyone will know what the measurements are for it. And then we're gonna get the back of it, and then we're going to get the back of it with emo and stuff coming back in so much soon. Almost forgot to put my lanyard on. Oh my Lord. I thought you were going to say John Mayer. No, but that is a John Mayer song too, I think. Nope, it's a band called Urethane. No one if anyone in here has ever heard of it, I literally will eat crow because I do highly doubt it. What is the backboard made out of? So Valley, this is, you know, the foam insulation you get for like bathrooms, like that kind of like waterproofy stuff, has like a Pink Panther or whatever on it usually. That's what this is here. And then it's got felt from Hobby Lobby over it. And then if you ever are curious about exactly what it is, if you go over to YouTube's, I have a 3-minute video over there that's called like reseller setup or something like that. And it's like a 3-minute video, and it goes over the whole thing. It'll actually show you how I did the board in the back too, because it's slightly angled. Coco Loco Baloco. Hi, can you please share the type of lamps you use for picks? Thanks in advance. So, same video, actually. That same video that talks about the reseller setup talks about all these lights that are in here, where I got them, what kelvins to use. And then over here, I also have another one pointed this direction just for extra lighting, but it's usually to show when I do hard goods, and I really like these lights. Joey actually is the one that told me about these, and I absolutely freaking love them. And those are in the Smile Amazon store. If you go to my Linktree, in fact, if you go to the Linktree, there's a thing for my YouTube over there too, but if you go to the Linktree on my BioYoE, and you click on reseller supplies to get you started, that's where those other ones are. So, yeah, you're welcome, you guys. You're welcome. Yep, everything is posted there. Okay, so we're going to get a picture of the back of this. Yeah. And then we will move right along. Moving right along. Come on, get untangled. There we go. Perfect. You're probably asking yourself, why doesn't she just flat lay this? The reason I like doing it like this is because when you flat lay it for something like a handkerchief, you have to get, I mean, I could lay it on the ground, but then my back would hurt. You have to really get over the item to take a picture if you're flat laying. Otherwise, the handkerchiefs will look like skinny to long. They just look funny. So, I do it like this. We're going to show the back. And boom, done. Yeah, so with emo and stuff coming back in, these kind of handkerchiefs will be super popular because how it'll look. And anyone that is an emo kid like me will know exactly what this is. So if you take here and you fold like that, and you fold like that, and you fold like this, one more in, you're going to get it to look like this. And then what you would do back in the day, which this will come back, is you would fold this into your back skinny jeans pocket. And then you would just have, because if you'd fold it right, it would do that. So it would lightly hang out like that. And then you'd wear your battle vest, your tight pants, your Chucks or Vans, which this time around I think will be Chucks and Vans, but I think it'll also be Docs, which it wasn't back then, but it'll be Docs this time. You'd wear a super tight, outrageously tight band shirt, or you'd wear a band shirt that was loose enough to billow a little bit in the back, but normally as tight as you could get it. And it would have some name on it that no one could pronounce. And then you'd have really dark hair, and you'd have like a side swoop bang with like a super shattered haircut. Heavy black makeup, necklaces that had little stars on them, little cuff bracelets with the studs on them, and then you'd wear that to go to Hot Topic and buy more stuff. Look just like that. Anybody remember that? Angie, what's up? DW! DW, how are you today? DW, you gonna get another cupcake? Oh, wait. Oh, my gosh. I have to do it. We gotta do it. We gotta do it. There it is. There it is. Congrats, DW! If you guys were on D's Zoom, oh my gosh, D's TikTok yesterday, you'll get the joke. You'll get the joke. Stud belt, of course, Creekside. Could it be any other belt? I still have my stud belt and I still wear it. Although we were just talking, I gotta make some more bags. Justin and I were just talking about that. He's like, honey, you need a new belt. Like, it has gotten to the point where it's like, I've put so many new holes in it. I have tape around it and then holes on top of that. I have like, you guys know I hate like throwing stuff away. I want to reuse it. And so so I have used this belt to the point of like no return. It is so bad. So what I'm doing now is I just need to make some more bags with little SKU numbers on it. So I get these little bags. They're just little 9x12s. I also have the bigger size of them that I use for pants and jeans and stuff. But since we're just doing shirts today, we'll just make these. So I just take these and then I get these rolls off of the Smile-O-Zon store. And then my thermal printer just prints these out. Someone did a really great video. Creekside, was that you? Who did the video on these? There is a video that I reposted that someone else made that's in my TikTok. If you guys go to my reposted ones, there's a great video on how to make these. Ruth, maybe it was you. Who was it that you guys did? I can't remember. Green 50 said, my son literally just ordered a stud belt Monday. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you. I know it to be true. This whole thing, this whole emo craze phase, it's coming. It's coming, and it's coming heavy. It's coming heavy and hard. So I have been picking up skinny jeans and emo jeans. They may not sell right this second, but it's going to be coming. I'm not telling you to go out and blow your fortune on skinny jeans. I'm just saying that it's, it is in the trend. I think probably once the like 90s trend wears itself out, which, I mean, we're still going strong, but we are seeing some, like, 90s and secondary Y2K clothing become popular again. Like, we're seeing American Eagle. We're seeing Tommy Hilfiger. I consider those, like, secondary companies. We're starting to see those kind of coming around. So that just tells me that fad's not going anywhere. We are still heavy, heavy, heavy in that. But we are going to see that kind of migration from like the kind of preppy in the 90s into like emo again. So I think we would have seen it earlier. We would have seen it more at the 10-year mark, I think, as well again, except for we had the Rona. And so, because fashion always comes in 10s, 15s, and 20s. So things happen 10 years later, sometimes 15, sometimes, and then usually again in 20. So I'm interested to see how fast that's going to come back with our emo stuff, because I think, like I said, I think it probably would have been a little sooner. We maybe even would have got the 90s a little bit sooner, but with Rona it really made everything weird. And then we had that really weird like 3 fashion years where everything was like hardcore heritage, like colonial, farm girl, poofy sleeved, crazy mayhem. You guys remember what I'm talking about. It was all over like Target and fast fashion. Like oh god, it was just absolutely hideous. If you like it, that's your jam. It is not my jam. I remember walking in Target to get Justin a pair of shorts. And we don't buy stuff firsthand very often, but you know, the guy needed a pair of shorts. What are you gonna do? And I'm looking through and I'm like, what is happening? And it's not like I hadn't seen it online, because I keep up with stuff online as well. But like when I seeing it in person was like, what is going on? So when I saw that leaving and I saw the 90s stuff come back in the early 2000s, I was like, thank sweet baby Jesus. Good riddance to skinny jeans. They're going to come back. They going to come back. CC reselling. Okay. That's who it was. Yep. So yeah, so there's a great video that she made on how to make these. It's literally a step-by-step, and it's so fast to do it this way. So I just lay my bags out, and I just did that many bags while we were talking about that. So I just lay them out, I put the tab on it, I flip it forward, another tab, flip it forward, another tab, flip it forward, another tab, flip it forward. It's the easiest way to do it. And then, because I'm a recycler, I even use the bag that the bags came in. Because I don't want to waste anything. I think it's like I was raised by hippie parents. Maybe it's the like hippie parents situation in me. But I just like, I don't want to throw nothing away. Like not a hoarder style. More just like it's just so wasteful style. Okay, so those are going to go there. We're going to get in here. Put this in here. Foxy. I hate to tell you, girl. Skinny jeans are come back. I bought a vintage preppy Tommy V-neck white collared polo for the summer for a preppy beach look. That's perfect. I would say that Tommy is going to have, it's going to be a Tommy girl summer. I really see that, especially like the pop collars, the overly preppy Hamptons, almost like wedding singer style like look. Like, oh, I'm going to Catalina. Like, for sure, that is having a moment right now. The Abercrombie look, the Hollister look. Yeah. It's like, that's what people are wearing that can't afford the brand new Polo Ralph Lauren. Blended says it's a cool shirt. Thank you! I'm assuming you obviously know who Zomboy is. Freaking love Zomboy. So amazing. I got to see them in Seattle. Unfortunately, the venue was kind of quiet, which was a bummer, because, you know, when you go to listen to Zomboy, and you go like the like, you want it to just be like bang, loud, crazy, in your face, just like raw. Like, you want that like you want that feeling inside of you. And so it was kind of quiet, so it was kind of like I want more. Then went out to get in our car, and our car had gotten broken into. Now, I have bought one nice expensive purse in my entire life. One. I bought it as a reward for myself for achieving something at a job I was working at. It was my treat to myself. I spent like $300 on this bag, which is insane, and I never do that. And that is why the universe taught me this lesson. So I went and I got myself this bag. I love that bag. It was white. It was a white Michael Kors. It had studs on the outside of it. It had dark black sides, white bag, white handles. Beautiful, beautiful bag. And it got stolen out of my car. Fortunately, my wallet, I had taken my wallet out to use it somewhere, and then I was too lazy to put it back in the back purse, which was in the back, and I just was like, ugh, and I slipped it under a seat, so my wallet did not get taken, but the bag did. But that was the universe's way of saying, you know, you support things that are used and recycling, and you just went and spent $300 on that. So get your butt out of the store, support secondary fashion market, and don't ever do that again. That was the lesson I got. It was giving Nantucket vibes. Exactly. Tonight is a no earplug kind of vibe for my concert. Snappy, what are you going to see? What is Snap going to see? That's what I want to know. What is my good friend Snap Dabble going to see? Let's see. I think we're going to want to do this one up here too. Me think we're going to do that. And then we're going to do a little lint rolling because that looks terrifying. Little lint rolling. Oh, there's a little tiny bit of oily, kind of some oil spots. If that was like an expensive shirt, I would probably put a little something on there. Kim Dracula. Whoa. Snap's going hard tonight. Same thing happened to me. I never bought a new purse since. Lynette. Girl, I'm telling you. That damn unicorn. What a great name. All right. So we're going to do a little lint rolling on this puppy here. And Riz, I did see that you sent me a message. I just haven't looked at it yet. So I've got your books here. I'll get them sent out to you tomorrow. I will get them sent to you tomorrow when I do ship in. All right, there is that, and there is that. Smooth this out. Looking real. Ooh, that's gotta. Oh no! Oh no! These two have armpit marks. So we'll be washing those. That's gonna get washed. Those are gonna get washed. That's a no. Does this one have it? No. Yep. All right. Well, all three of those are going to be washed. Glad we took the time to steam. I usually see them. I can't believe I didn't notice that. All right. This is going in the wash pile. We will absolutely 100% not be photographing you. I never use a purse if I spent too much, so there's no point. I'm worried about messing it up. Girl, I get it. I mean, it was like a real treat. It's something I'd wanted for a long time. I just loved this freaking purse. And yeah, so that's what happened. Moving right along. Joey, we were talking about you and the amazing lights that you helped me to pick out. The sack. Yep, Bailey. Number 2, gifter badge, Bailey. I like what I see. Redbone, welcome in. Okay, so let's get our little Lacoste shirt here. And this was a nice little pickup. Got this for $1. I mean, can't go wrong with that. Got to do a little lint rolling action here. Get all the goobers off. I do not see pit marks in this one, so that's good. I'm usually so good about catching that stuff, but you know, things get missed. We are only humans. We are only humans. As the Ferengi would say, we are humans. They are great lights. They are very great lights. And my room no longer gets so hot that I feel like I'm going to, like, expire. So I am very, very happy. I'm so glad. That's why it's so important to be catching other people's lives in this community. Because I don't know that I would have picked these. I don't know that they would have stuck out to me. But when I saw his photographs, I was like, okay, those look really good. So, all right, so there is that one. And then we're going to do shoulders. And I'm making sure I get our little alligator friend in as many of these photos as I can. Because that just helps people to remember that it's name brand. We want to constantly be in their face, reminding them why they clicked on this. And then we're also going to do our opening photo, which I have been doing this with polos now, ever since I saw Surf and K-Way doing this, and I will never go back. I will never, ever, ever go back. Doing it like this, where you actually see, like, the total thing. Let me get my light out of the way here. Where you see the whole shirt top has been huge. I'm a lizard person, says Joey. Joey, I believe that about you. I believe that about you, Joey. I believe you are a lizard person. Hey, Joey and Snap, did you guys see what the date is for Easter this year? I thought you guys would get a kick out of that. If Green Thrifty was in here, Green Thrifty knows what I'm talking about. We were talking about that, I think, on Kitsch's WN. I think we were talking about that. We're like, oh my gosh, look at the date. Snappy Joe and Joey are going to be stoked on that one. Winkety winkety. Greek size. PMF Day. Set a bliss on memory, bliss of you. All right, perfect. And then we got to get a picture of the size tag here. That's so funny on those. Man, those were some serious pit stains, or pit marks too. Someone was using the hardcore deodorant on that one. Somebody was using the hardcore deodorant on that one. All right, so we're getting a picture of all of our little Lacoste classic fit here. Make sure we get the tag down here so that we can show it is 100% cotton, please and thank you. Oh my goodness, the invites are real today. Michelle Resells, how are we today? How are we? Lynn, I don't think you told us what you were doing with your booth. Tell us about your booth, Lynn. What is going on with that? What is going on with that? I see people doing booths. That's interesting. Like I watch, Kitsch does booths. Who else? Do any of you do booths too? Anybody else? Michelle's doing awesome. That makes me happy. I love that, Michelle. That's what I wanted my middle name to be. That was the first middle name I wanted. The second middle name I wanted was Amethystinity. I can't even spell it, so thank goodness I didn't do that. I don't have a middle name. My parents didn't give me one. So we just make them up, and I change it all the time. It's not on the official certificates, but why not, right? My middle name now is NiceComps. Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be funny if I actually changed my middle name to NiceComps? The judge would be like, you want your name to be what? What does it mean? And I'd be like, well, there's a link here. Check it out. See if there's anything you like, Judge. Mr. Judge. No booth for me, says Michelle. My dad was Michael. Oh, got it. Oh, I love that. That's really cool. That's really cool. Yes, to it. I mean, that would be funny. Stella, what's going on, Stella? All right, hanging up our little Anne Klein here. Our little fancy lady dress. That's what I call dresses. They're all fancy lady dresses. I don't understand them. I don't know how this is worn. I know that this is like ruched to the sides. Now it's called. Oh man, we got a little. Oh, it's like dust. We got a little dust down here. Let's see if we can de-dust that. First things first thing. This is the first thing we're gonna try. So I try to not use like soaps and waters and stuff if I don't have to. So I always do my little duster thing first. It like picks up all the little dust. It'll leave little filaments behind, but you can get rid of those with the with your little lint roller. I think that might have got it. So these work so good. I just take these little Swiffer things. I buy them in bulk from Smile Was On. I have found it's way cheaper to get them that way. So I get them like this, and then I use these for all of my little dusting. It gets in the little dusting things, gets in all the little crevices. They work great. And then the second thing I use, if let's say that the dust wouldn't have come off of that, is just straight up baby wipes, you guys. It is the least expensive way to clean stuff. I get the ones that are like for sensitive skin because they don't have like any alcohols in them. They don't have any lotions or anything else in it that would leave like residue behind. It also seems like these don't leave lint as much. And weird as it sounds, I have found the cheaper the brand, the better. So these are like HEB ones. So if you're in Texas, these are the ones to get. The little soft and sensitives. I buy these in the 3-pack. It's like $2.60 or something for 3 of these. And this is what I use to clean most of my stuff with. You don't always need to have soap and stuff like that. So, Dice, what is up? So once I do that with a little duster, then we're just going to do a little roll. And look at that. Just like magic, baby. Just like magic. Now, the charity back in the day would have like taken it and hand washed it and done all this crazy stuff. And it's like, I think sometimes we think we have to do way more to it than we need to do, if that makes any sense. So, all right. So we're going to put this here. We're going to get a cute picture of this. I'm going to make sure I put Easter in my listing because that'll help it to get sold. So this will be what our opening photo looks like here. Never looks as good to you guys probably as it does in person, but that's what we do for our pictures. And then we're going to get all of our little measurements here and go from there. So yeah, if you ever have like a holiday coming up and you've got an item that kind of fits in with that holiday theme, I would suggest putting that holiday down in your keywords. It doesn't have to go in your title, right? Because you don't want to keep going in and changing it. But I'll just put it down in my keywords. So I'll put like Easter, Mother's Day, wedding. We got wedding season coming up. You know, prom, all those kind of things. Anything that anyone could wear a dress to, I'm going to put that in there. Sunday service is another great one. Anyone that goes to church would know you would call it like your Sunday service dress. Or at least I think most people would know that. That's what we always called it. So I do that too for my dresses. Like Sunday service. You could do church service. Alright, we're going to go to the bottom here. We're going to do that. And then that. So that's what I do. If anything's longer than my yardstick, just break this out. Marie said, I would do a booth if there was something local. Do you not have anything local to you, Marie? I guess not really, huh? Because I know what area you're in. There used to be that great little kind of antique-y mall place in Port Orchard, which used to be super hoppin'. That little complex there. But it's not as popular as it used to be. I think Goodwill is actually in that complex now, if I'm not mistaken. That's like the closest one I could think to where you are at. I know it's so weird, but I know where she's at because I used to live over there. Havoc's with the #1 gifter. I can't believe no one's asked why DW has a cupcake over there. You had to be there, folks. You had to be there. DW deserves it. DW is one of those people in our community that I don't think gets enough credit. DW is always there to like help you out or give you like, hey, I found this link and I think it, it's what you were looking for. Another person too that doesn't get credit. I don't even know if she's on here, but she's over on my IG is NASCAR Chickie. I don't know if you guys know her. She's great. So she has compiled bolo lists and like all sorts of stuff she sends over. It's amazing. I just love how helpful this community is. It really is. It's I mean, I can't say enough about it. It's just it's so amazing. We've met some of the greatest people in this community. I don't know what it is about resellers. I don't know if it's just like who we are as a nature or what, but I don't know. I don't know what is it, you guys? What is it about this community that just everyone is so helpful and nice and thoughtful, and very rarely is there any like issues or drama. I mean, maybe there's more than I realize there is. I just stay out of all that kind of stuff. But I don't know. I can't say enough nice things about this community. So, all right. And then also I get, now if you're using Nifty and you're using like the AI portion of Nifty, on this any of your clothes, a lot of them will have like a little secondary tag. I get pictures of this now. And the reason I do that is I use it as one of my 5 featured photos. So over on Nifty, they have the ability for you to do these featured photos. And it doesn't mean you only get to put 5 photos up. It's the 5 photos that they use to put through their AI system. And then that AI system helps to identify that item. And then it puts a title up for you. Now I tweak mine a little bit, but it puts a title up for you. And then it fills in all the item specifics from all of the different sites. So it fills everything out for me on eBay and Depop and Poshmark and Mercari. It fills everything out. It even puts keywords and style tags. It does all of that for me. So now all I have to do is go in and put my measurements, change the title, set a price, look over everything, make sure it's good, and get that puppy listed. So I've been doing all the little style tags, and I think that's really been helping for it to identify the products. Let's see, I'm trying to find, there's so many tags on this one. I'm trying to find the tags that say what it's made out of, because we don't need wash instructions and all that. Let's see, where is that one? Where is that one? What are you made out of? I mean, you have to be polyester or rayon. What are you? You're polyester! Yay! You're polyester! Your mom's polyester. I don't know where that came from. 929 Sport says, many times that flannel clothes are wrinkled. Do you have a favorite way to get them wrinkle free? So 929, if I have a whole bunch of them and I'm feeling a little lazy, which I do quite often, I throw them into the washer or into the dryer on a low heat with a dark darker colored washcloth. Don't use white or you're going to have white filament everywhere. So I have some old brown or old gray washcloths. I wet a couple of those washcloths down. I throw them in the dryer on a low heat, and I just let it tumble for about 15 minutes. And that gets out all the wrinkles. You just got to make sure you get in and get them hung up right away. If I'm not feeling lazy and I'm in my room, then I will just use my little stand steamer. Just make sure if you do that you either put a towel behind your hand, or I use one of these. You can tell I use it because where my ring is, it's ripped out the mesh. I just use one of these, and the one that I like, this one is up in my linky in my bio if you don't have one of these. The steamer I use, I think, is in my small Amazon store as well, but a lot of times this one is sold out because it's a really nice steamer. You don't have to get the fancy one though. I mean, they've got like $8 steamers you can get, that are little handheld ones, or you can do the dryer method, which you probably already have a dryer, so that one's free. Yeah. Yes. Pure vanilla. What's going on? Okay, all right. Putting this away. Got pictures of all that. Moving right along. Singing that same old song. Butler's Antiques, what's up? AZ's in the house. AZ is in the house. Hero in a half shell. Whoa, that is a flipped around camera. I don't need to take a picture of me. I need to take a picture of the stew. All right, next up, we've got our little orange and white Go Texas Longhorns Nike shirt. This is definitely older because that is an older Nike tag. So I'm just going to get this laid down here. Make our sleeves look good. Little bada bing, little bada boom. Tuck that tag in, and there we go. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. It's Thursday night, and we're taking some pictures. We're gonna list the line. We've gotta pay the bills. All right, there's that. There's that. So we'll see what happens with the car. I may not be able to garage sale this weekend, which is a super bummer. Good thing I've been going to my good friend Arizona's WN Whatty Naughty shows and getting tons of stuff. Oh my gosh, I can't stop myself at AZ's WN shows. It's just like so much fire all of the time. So if I can't go garage sale, and at least I got that stuff there. So 7 Deuces, thanks for the chili. I appreciate you. AZ, when is your next WN show? What do you got going on? What's on the docket? I know, who's got WN shows tonight? Who do we got going on, you guys? Who is going on? Let's see. Hustle's doing a train tomorrow. So, guys, make sure you go in and bookmark Hustle's. He's got random pulls, $2 starts on everything. So that'll be fun. That's one of those raid trains where there's like a whole bunch of people. Those are really fun. So let's see. Yeah, AZ, I don't know. Do I have any? When are you? When's your next one? When is that? Vinyl record show on Saturday. Ooh, that's fun. That is fun. That sounds like a great time. Yeah, if you guys are into vinyl records, I mean, guys, he literally starts stuff at $1. Like, you can't even with that. Like, it's wild. His generosity is crazy. I know I brag him up, but it's true. I like to shout out people that deserve the shouting outs for sure. Anybody else got any WN shows coming up, or any that you've come across that you like? Let's do that. Like, who goes to the Whatty Naughty shows, and what people are you liking? So D turned me on to a new person that I want to check out. Now, she's popular over there. She's been there for a long time. But she does palettes for full time, and that sounds interesting. Her name is Great Finds with Time. So check this chick out. Check this chick out. This is like a new person I want to go check out and see how she's doing it. You know, it's okay to be a copycat as long as you copy the right cat. Her name's Danielle. So it's Great Finds _ Time. And she says, my name is Danielle, and I'm a part-time reseller with over 20 years of experience. Top-rated seller, ships within 24 hours. And this woman has a full-time job outside of this. So she has sold 11,000 items, 2,000 5-star reviews. I mean, can you even? So yeah, Tito Carl TV. I'm gonna check her out because I mean, if whatever she's doing it right. I want to do what she's doing, right? So Suzanne says roadside racks. Let's check them out. Roadside. Oops, I did toadside. Roadside racks. RACKS. Let's see. 91 followers. 41 reviews. 5-star. Let's do it. Let's do it. Here we go. Here's another person. Let's share the love today, you guys. Let's share the love. Absolutely. Who else? I watched American Arbitrage is great. Yes, agreed. American Arbitrage. You're talking about on WN? I'm assuming this one here. American Arbitrage. Yeah. Another great 26,000 sold. It's like, even if you're not going to buy anything, just to go in and kind of learn from people that are doing it is amazing. I love Butler's Antiques. Let's check them out. Butler's. I love doing this portion of our shows here because I think that this is the only way we grow, right? Butler's Antiques. 15,000 followers, baby. Let's check it out. Let's check it out, guys. Check them out. They're doing something right. They're doing something right. Mine is Resurgent Resale. Let's do it. Let's get you a follow. Resurgent. Resurgent Resale. One word or two words? Let me see if I can find you. Let me see if I can find you. Did I spell that right? Resurgent. And then resell. I'm not seeing ya. Is it one word? Yeah, I'm not seeing that. All together. Why am I not seeing you? Let's try this again. Resurgent. Resale. Let's take a look here. You are not popping up. You are not popping up. Something's going on, Suzanne. And of course, Shops SVH. Of course. We love them. Yeah, I don't know why it's not popping up for me on you. Resurgent resell. Yep. Check that name. Something's getting funky. Something's funky on that. Okay. All right. Moving along. If you get that up there, we will still definitely look. Okay. Did we get a picture of our tag on this? Did we? Did. So we're moving to the next item. So we got that sick, ridiculous, fast 50/50, made in the USA, total mom core pant and bottoms set here. This is so like 1997. I can't even with this. So get that there. Maybe even earlier. Probably more like 93. This is more like 93. Let's see if I can get that whole thing in. I may have to, I think I'm going to have to go off the top. Just turn on a little guy here. Put that there. And then let's take a look here. See if we can get that whole thing. There we go. There we go. That's the ticket. Oh, we got a little thread. Let's get our little sandy dandy scissors out. He sells out of the van too. That is so creative. I love that. That's amazing. K Ross 312's in the house. What's going on with you? All right, their tag there. All right, here we go. Let's get some photos of this incredible, outrageous pant and shirt set. So stinking amazing. So stinking amazing. Cannot go wrong with that. Love that. Okay, so we're going to do that. Let's get some measurements here. We will measure out our item. And we will sell this to someone who wants a 90s outfit. If you want a 90s outfit, you can't get much more 90 than this. It is so 90s. Such a long, like, tunic. This is like the login look before anyone had ever heard the term login look. You can put so many things over this. This just screams to me like minimalist, casual, baggy, login look. Like, so amazing. Then we got to get the pants. Get those pants in there. Boom. Done. Looking great. Get these measured. That rise is insane. Oh, guys, we have the perfect opportunity. I wonder. We have the perfect opportunity. So I got this off of the TT shop. And we will see if we like it. So, this is a lint remover. Oh, it might not be charged, though. So, I have my regular lint remover that I usually use. However, it's battery operated, so the battery dies in it. And I have to use new batteries, and I don't like paying for them. So, and my rechargeable batteries I use in my Xbox controller. Yes, I'm nerdy. We've all established that. The top here had gotten dented, and then the little spinner thing inside of here has dulled. It's literally like, it's like so dull now. So I was like, well, I can either get another one of these, which it's been a workhorse, no complaints, or I can get something that's rechargeable. And I saw this one and it was on sale. And so we're going to try it. It may need to get charged though. Whoa. No, it does not. Okay. All right. This is a live testing of this thing because this has, let's take a look. Let's bring it over here so you guys can see it. We're going to do this live testing. So this is got all this pilling. I don't know if you guys can see that. See all that pilling that's there? And we're going to try this out. Now, I have not pinned this into my TT shop or anything. I've never sold anything on TT. But we're going to try this. And if I like it, I'll go ahead and pin it in for you guys. I just don't want to pin it if it's not good. So here we go. Bailey says I have that one. It's slightly different. So this one has variable speeds too, which is kind of nice. So it's got powerful motor, 6-bladed, long working time, high-speed motor, honeycomb grill, and it's USB charged. And that was the big reason why I wanted to get this. So here we go. Ready? We're going to start it at 1. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Oh, wow. What in the heck? What in the heck? Oh my god, did that really do that well? No. Okay, I'm going to do one side and I'm not going to do the other. This is bananas. Oh my gosh. No, this is not an endorsed TT video. We're just doing this on live. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. That's on the first speed. Okay, that was literally the first speed. Oh my gosh. You guys. Look at this. No pilling. Pilling. Look at that. Look at it. Look at that. Dude. Okay, now the question is, we're going to use my old one. Now, I don't know if this is a fair comparison because this one is dull, but, oh yeah, it's not even in the same ballpark. Yeah. Nope. Blade's dull. Okay, now we're gonna do this one, same amount of time. This is insane. Let's put it on let's put it on the hardcore setting and see what happens. Oh my god, it's like in 2 seconds. What is happening? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this works better than my other one did even when I had it brand new. Dude, what is going on? That's literally how long that took. Wow. All right, watch this. This little spot here. I know this is like silly. These are the things that excite us resellers. Anything that we can do that saves time. All right, so bunch of pilling right here in the middle. Gone. What are you? How are you magic? You're made of friendship and sunshine. That's crazy. That is straight out of the box, too. Oh, there's still some on the other side in the middle because we didn't do that side. Let's do it. And done. Now I think of the amount time I've been spending with the other one. Okay. Well, there you go. So that works. All right, we should probably put that in. Cam says I have that one. It's amazing. I use it on so many things. I can't believe this works that good. That is insane. The different speeds, that was like crazy on that high speed. That was fast. Amazing what a sharper blade can do. I mean, I had this one when it was like basically brand new, and it did it. It's always worked. It's not that it hasn't worked. It just has never done it that fast. I usually have to take the material and kind of press it in a little bit. But that's insane. It's just crazy to see like new technology, old technology. You know what I mean? That's nuts. Wow. Okay. Well, I should probably put that. How do I add something to my TT shop, you guys? Oh my gosh. Isn't that so silly that I don't know how to do this? I don't know how to do any of this. How do I do this? Oh, I think I figured it out. Oh. My husband. Justin put it in there. Oh, you. Yep. He had put it in there. I love him. I had mentioned to him, I was like, I'm going to try out that new lint roller. And he was like, oh, you put it in TikTok shop and do a video on it. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I've never done any videos. Da, 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 da. That's his way of, like, gently nudging me and be like, honey, you should do TikTok videos. He's like, you should do the videos. And I was talking to Ford and Dee yesterday, and I think they kind of talked me into it, too. Because I've just been, like, so nervous to do it. I don't know why. Anyways. Total side note, but that's what my braid says. Hello, just stop in and say hi. Hi, Coley! We just used this little lint roller, or lint remover thing, which is, I can't even. I didn't even charge it yet either. That's amazing. That's incredible. That's incredible. All right, moving right along. So let's get a picture of this here. Have fun at work, Coley. Have fun at work, Coley. Please bring me some donuts that aren't made of any carbohydrates, because I miss bread and donuts. I don't even remember what a donut tastes like, you guys. I just want a donut so bad. But my heart says no refined carbs. Every time I eat any refined carbs, I get like a weird heart thumpy thing, which is really super common for people that have like thyroid issues, which I do. So, it's such a bummer though. I miss it. I just want like a nice big voodoo donut with like fruity pebbles on the outside and all of the goodness that you get from a donut. All the yummy, I want the stuffed yumminess of a donut. Why are we congratulating DW? Yes, Shy! Finally someone asked. Okay, so when someone gets like a gifter badge thing, you can congrats them. You can like put a sticker, which I didn't even know you could do this until I was watching Dee yesterday. And Dee did this, and it was for DW, and everybody that came in is like, why are we congratulating DW? And so I had to put that on there. I was like, DW is getting all of the congratulations. I like your shirt. Where'd you get it? You know what, Smashley? Actually, my son got this for me. So him and I are both Zomboy fans, because we're essentially the same age. Just kidding. I was a young mom, though. And we both love Zomboy, and he got this for me. So I love it. He had to get online. Very hard to find. He's one of those people that can like find his nickname is the Golden Eye. He can literally find the most bananas, ridiculously amazing, crazy shirts. Like stuff that you could never find unless you knew to look for it. Like there's a band called I don't know if anyone here's ever gonna have heard of them, but there's a band called Tsunami Bomb, and there was this little Riot Girl era of music that was like 2000 to like 2004. It's when you saw a lot of bands came out of that, like Paramore came out of that, the Luna Chicks came out of that, a lot of girl band, Shiny Toy Guns came out of that, or Shiny Toy Pew Pews came out of that. And then another band called Tsunami Bomb wasn't all women, but it was like a female singing band. And he found a Tsunami Bomb t-shirt on eBay for like $5. It is like this insane banger. It's one of those t-shirts like 1 in a million that you would find it. And he found it. I'm telling you, he's got that eye. He's that golden eye. Thank you for the compliment. Hey, Alex, what's going on? What is up, Alex? What is Alex doing today? Alex with 2 X's, a black heart, and a sunflower. What are you up to, Alex? How are you? That is the talk on the town. DW is probably not even in here anymore, and DW is still getting congratulations. Because that is what we're doing today. We are congratulating DW on being an incredible human. Hello. Carnex, what are you doing? How are we doing? Hey, is anybody still over on the YouTubies? Is it synced up over there? Is it laggy, or does it look okay? I was having issues with it yesterday, so I'm just wondering if it's okay today. I am good. We cleaning and learning. Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Look at this, like, ridiculous Courtney Love sweater. I freaking am obsessed with this thing. It's so cute. So, so cute. I love it so much. I love it, love it, love it. If I was not so warm all the time, and if I even remotely wore women's clothing, I would consider keeping this. Because it's just so cool. Such a neat sweater. With, like, the grunge hem. Oh, I love it. Total banger. Total banger on this one. Such a cutie. Such a cutie patootie. Alright, getting here. Here. Oh, God, that's going to look great. Wow. That looks fantastic. Look at that. Tell me that that's not going to sell. I triple dog dare you. Sophia says seems fine. Okay, good. Thanks, you guys. Thanks for checking on that. Yeah, for some reason, yesterday it got, like, super laggy, so I don't know what happened, but DW does deserve it, and that's why I'm leaving it up there. Again, one of those people in our community that is, like, so helpful all the time and just, I think, doesn't get as much recognition. DW is the master of all. DW equals GOAT. Okay. All right. Putting this up here. And then let's get some measurements. Oh, it's so soft, too. It's like a super soft sweater. I just love it. I can totally see this with, like, a little baby doll dress underneath it. And a pair of, like, I don't know, like houndstooth tights, maybe. With, like, some roughneck combat boots. Oh, my gosh. That'd be so cute. With, like, you know, little baby doll. Or maybe just, like, a little jean skirt. Little jean skirt with, like, some, like, maybe some floral print, like, 60s style leggings with some combat boots, you know, maybe, like, some scrunch socks, some combat boots where the tops aren't tied, like a dock style, maybe, like, the Cherry Bomb red dock style would be so cute with this, with, like, a little silky camisole underneath, or a button-up shirt, like a button-up to the top with the buttons right here. Oh, my gosh. Part down the middle hair, or like super messy buns, or super messy space buns. So cute. I can totally see that. I can totes see it. Alright, the MSRP on this was $48, so that's gonna get a picture of that. That way they know you're getting a deal. You're getting the, as AZ would say, you're getting the deals and the steals. Getting the deals and the steals, baby. Get back up there. Stop coming off the shoulder. There we go. Oh, that thing's going to sell fast. This is going to be a fast seller. You guys are going to see me shipping that pretty soon, I have a feeling. Unless I ask too much for it. But we're going to try to be a good girl about that. DW is awesome. I agree. Annie, you're awesome too. Guys, if you're not following Annie, you need to follow Annie. She is so amazing. She's got great videos. I love watching Annie because watching Annie has, like, been, like, watching someone's journey going from, like, I am a totally brand new seller. I have no idea. I'm nervous. Like, I don't know if I'm doing this right. We have watched her go from that to this, like, super boss babe, crazy boss babe situation just making videos, changing up her inventory system, getting new shelves. I mean, she's not messing around, you guys. It's been really fun watching her journey. You guys need to follow her. And she's just a really nice person on top of all of that. So, she's a follow. She is a follow for sure. I'm trying to figure out where my bigger... I need to make some more bigger bags. Oh, no, here they are. I was going to say, I thought I had just done those. Oh! I need a room that's 11,000 times bigger than this. That's all we need is a room that's 11,000 times bigger. And then it'll be easy, right? That'll be the thing that makes life easy. All right, where does that go? That goes there, that goes there. I try to keep these numbers somewhat in order just to make the inventory system easier. Every once in a while they get kind of mixed up, but we try to not do that. No, that's all the small bags. I need more big bags. Do I have any in here? If I don't, that's okay. I'll just use the small ones, but no, they got to the garage. That's fine. I'll just use these for now. Okay, next up we've got this little Emily McCarthy, and from what I looked up, these are like outrageously expensive. This top here, new, was like $198. We got it for $1. No, that's not true. Didn't we pay like $4 or something like that for that garage or for that thrift store? I think it was that. I appreciate you too. Elvis Tractor. What are you doing, Elvis? You ain't nothing but a hound dog. All right, let's get this here. Move in. Beautiful, crisp, white, delicate, minimalist, casual, preppy, boat life, nautical life. So many keywords on this one here. So many keywords on this one here. Just a nice little, like, loose fitting, minimalist, eco, total. Probably could even get away with, like, login look because this is going to be a layered style shirt in great condition. Super cute. So 198, I think is what it was. It was something just outrageous new. Like, I cannot imagine spending that much on a shirt. How's it in Elvis' voice? Yeah, baby. Oh, oh, oh. All right. Here we go. Let's get this in our bag. Got to get a picture of the tag here. And then on to our next thing. I'm assuming you guys are either cleaning house, doing dishes, which is, I guess, cleaning house. You are doing reselling work. You're at a regular job. You're at your, you're waiting in line to pick up kids at the carpool line. You are headed to your mom's place to drop off some groceries you just picked up. Am I correct on any of this? Oh, is that husband? Husband's back with the car, guys. We're about to find out the news. Here we go, or at least news number one. Hey, baby.
Hey,
what's the news?
Their little sensor majigger sees the fault.
Okay.
And I ordered a part, so hopefully it...
You think maybe that's what it is? Okay, so we had this car issue, right? It was one of three things. Battery, it wasn't. Sensor thing or loose wiring, we're not sure. Or the entire four-wheel drive hub system, not good. So wasn't battery. So sensor, he said, did pick up that there was an issue. They could see the issue, and a part has been ordered. Oh my gosh, please, little baby Jesus in your tiny tuxedo, please take my beautiful Ford car and please make it just be a tiny little sensor thing. We're going to replace it. It's going to be fine. Nothing's going to go wrong with it after that. We're going to be able to do our garage ceilings and all of our things. We're going to go about our lives as entrepreneurs, and you're going to cut me slack and not have it be a four-wheel drive hub issue. Thank you. All right. Annie says, just got back from the bins. Annie, you are into the bins. Annie, you did not want to go for so long. I can even remember you talking about being nervous about going. Hey, baby.
Yeah, so their little thing finds the
default.
So it says left rear wheel speed sensor signal erratic.
No, the second one.
Oh, left rear wheel speed sensor mechanical failures. Okay, cool.
So
right.
Again, that either means just the sensor.
Yeah.
Or the wire or the thing. So it's the same thing, but typically it's the sensor.
Please let it just be the sensor.
Yeah.
I just asked little tiny baby Jesus in his tiny tuxedo for it to just be that.
Yeah,
Can you do me a favor?
I ordered a sensor, but
How long does it take to get here?
it'll be here tomorrow.
I mean, no garage sailing on Saturday then.
Well, it'll be here tomorrow.
Ooh, I guess not maybe garage sale on Saturday then. Can you do me a favor, Fave? Favor Flave! I need a favor. I need some more of these bags, but I need the next size up. So they're the clear ones, not the 9x12s, but they are the 11x13s maybe, or I'm not sure. We only have 2 sizes of these. So, oh my gosh, you guys, that'd be so amazing. Pictures in tiny tuxedo. I know, right? That's how I always see baby Jesus, a little tiny tuxedo. Looking like a gentleman. Okay, you guys, so that might just be the sensor. That would be so stinking amazing. This is the dress. I cannot control myself on this one. Look at this beautiful, incredible freaking dress. I love this dress so much. Unfortunately for me, I do not wear dresses, or I would 100% keep this. Oh, thank you. That is exactly what I needed. Perfect. You're amazing in 6 to 7 ways. You're amazing in 19 to 20 ways. You're also amazing in 647,382 ways. Thank you so much. All right, hanging this up. Yeah, I love this dress. I do need to just clip off a couple little weird threads here. Where did we put those scissors? Here they are. I would attach these to myself. Like, I think Riz has like a little thing where she puts her scissors in it or something. I'm just so afraid that I'm going to stab myself when I sit down because I am a bit haphazard with things. So I'm just getting rid of any little things. This is a made in England dress. So beautiful. I love it so much. Aunties, I can see you wearing this in the day. Aunties, am I right? Am I right on that one? Shy. I just wasn't feeling it the first couple times, but now I'm a woman on a mission. I love that, Annie. So, true story, guys, I still have not been to the bins. I have never, ever been to the bins. I have, inventory-wise, I haven't needed to yet. Because I still am getting so much stuff at garage sales. However, I plan on doing more and more Whatty Naughty shows. So I'm only I'm doing the one on Tuesdays right now. But I want to expand that. I really like doing them. I have so much fun. I just have so much fun doing them. It like brings me so much joy. And so I really want to be able to do more of them. But I mean, the amount of inventory you go through during a WN, you either need to be going to a lot of like estate sales and picking up big bulk amounts of stuff. You got to be thrifting every single day, basically. Or you got to be doing like bins or storage units. Now, I would love to do storage units. Or you got to be doing pallets. And I'd love to be doing storage units. However, my hesitation with storage units is the furniture thing. I just don't want to end up with a ton of furniture that I'm trying to get rid of. Most of you guys know this, but I had fallen a few years ago and completely compressed and destroyed the lower discs in my back, and had to do like aquatic physical therapy. It was just a lot to get back to just being a human again. And so lifting stuff like that is gone. That doesn't exist in my life anymore. I live with KT tape on my back. Like I can't do that. So I wouldn't be able to help, which would make Justin lift everything, which is tough. I mean, he could do it, but like, that's my hesitation. That's like my only real hesitation with the storage units is the furniture thing. Now Hustle was saying that he thinks he's going to be able to get rid of the furniture and stuff from his units just on Facebook. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I can. Maybe it's even like free. Like I just come get this furniture. It's free. Maybe I do that. I don't know. I haven't put much more thought than that into it. But I'm interested. Very Jackie O-ish. Agreed. Yes, Auntie. No, I'm a shirt, joggers, and leggings person. Even back in the day, Aunties. Even back in the day, the freaking mattress. Right, exactly, Blended. It's the mattresses, because mattresses, you can't just take them to the dump. You really can't even give them away. I mean, very rarely can you give... The last piece of furniture I had, I paid a dude $20 to take this desk, because I was like, please just... I can't bring it back in the house. So, anyways, I'm a little hesitant on that because of that, so... oh, I gotta... Let's see, where is the... what this is made out of? This is a very old... This is an old garment. Wash, rinse, hand dry. I don't even know if it has a material on it. This is an old bird. No, oh yeah, here we go. It's just a really, really old tag. No, it's just got like some like old mumbo jumbo-y stuff on here, but I'll take a picture of it anyways, but just because it may help the AI to locate this. I'm telling you guys, you're going to hear me talk about it till the cows come home. Also, tip, when you guys are doing these and you got stuff with buttons, make sure when you fold this stuff up and you go to ship this that you're getting the buttons on the inside if you're shipping in poly bags. Because buttons can snag on the poly bags and tear them open. So, like, you'll notice with my pants, my jeans and stuff that I do, that I always fold the zippers in. So, I know it's tempting to want to put the buttons on the outside for the aesthetic of it, but the stuff will just arrive a little bit safer if you've got the buttons on the inside. The only exception that I do is if it's just a little polo and it's like 2 buttons. I don't really worry about that because I can usually flap the end over when I ship it. Or if it's got a really hardcore zipper, something that may injure itself if you fold it in, then I'll put those on the outside for sure. When I was working, it was mainly scrub, says Auntie. All right, I get it. All right, and there is that. And then next up, this is a super ridiculous, amazing shirt. This is a little notations. Like, can you even with that print? It's got the, like, shimmer. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I can see some fancy lady named Carol Ann, that lived in Manhattan wearing this. She's got big, chunky gold earrings on. She's got a pencil skirt that hits just below the knees. She's got an old pair of, like, black platform patent leather shoes. She's wearing the overly tan nylons that everyone wore in this era. Like, you could have, like, lighter colored skin like me, and someone would wear, like, you'd wear, like, dark brown pantyhose is what they were called back in the day. Wear the old pantyhose on there. Big, huge earrings, gaudy, just so outrageous. Hair is pulled back a little bit. You got a little bit of wings right here, and then you got a wing here called the waterfall, and then you have just a little bit of bangs here that are cut way too high and straight across. That's this lady. Her name's Carol Ann. She wears lots of gaudy jewelry, and she is down for a... Let's see, what's an old time... I don't know a lot of, like, cocktails and stuff. What's an old time, like, cocktail that people would have drank, like, back in the day? Like, I know that Cosmopolitans, maybe? I don't know. A dry martini, right? A dry martini with a Minnesota accent. Yep. Manhattan. Oh, the Manhattan drink. There you go, Lynette. Yep. Every time I hear Manhattan, all I can think of is Dr. Manhattan. Because I love comic book stuff. But yes, that's perfect. I love it. So she's got a Minnesota accent. She's drinking a Manhattan, living her best life. She's a career gal. She's just taken up a brand new job selling makeup from this little company that just started called Mary Kay. She just became a Mary Kay representative. She's one of the first Mary Kay representatives in Manhattan, but from Minnesota. But, you know, when she married Paul, they moved over to Manhattan, and now she drinks her Manhattans, and then sometimes she gets really crazy and has, like, what was the other drink? Oh, the martini. She has an extra dry vermouth, shaken, not stirred martini. That's what she's having. Oh my goodness. I really want someone named Carol Ann to buy this shirt. I really, really, really want that to happen. All right. I'm going to get that there. And like I said, I'm trying to get any tags now and trying to be really good about that. So again, buttons on the inside. I'm trying to be really good about the tag things because that's how Nifty's AI is finding these items for me. Like, I've got, I think, 35 things in drafts right now, and I'll be able to go in. When I get off here, I'll have a little lunch, and then I'll go in. It'll take me probably 30 minutes. I'm going to go through, change the titles, put in the price. Basically, that's it. And then just hit live listing on it, and I'll be able to get all those up in probably like 30 minutes today, which is insane. I mean, if you guys go back and watch my videos, I've gotten faster. Yes. But doing the Nifty AI, if you go back even like 2 months and you watch my videos and it's like, how much are you getting up a day? I always say, 20 would be my ultimate goal, but usually it was anywhere between like 7 to 10 was kind of like where I laid. But 20 on a good day. Now it's like my goal is I want to work up to 50 a day, which sounds insane, I know. But with doing the AI thing, I think it's just a game changer. Oh, hey, Justin. Was it Kitch? Kitch, are you in here? I think it was Kitch yesterday that told me that somebody was telling me that they aren't charging. They're never going to charge 2 for the AI credit things. They're just going to keep it at 1 now for Nifty. Somebody said that.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so that's cool too. I didn't realize that. So, Brianna, what's going on? What is going on? So this shirt here, this is supposed to be, we found out, like a schoolgirl uniform shirt. However, it has this, I don't know if anyone's going to follow me on this, but it has like this 2004 Dickies dress look to it, which is like a punk mixed with like an indie music look to it. It's just really interesting, and I think I can sell it based on the aesthetic of it. So it's like with this one here, it's going to be really about like the keywords. The other reason I got it is because it is a made in the USA. And anytime that I can put made in the USA on an item, I am going to do that. So let's flip this here, and then we are going to need a little lint roll. Little lint roll action. We probably need to lint roll our board too. So if you guys do this with the felt, make sure you're using the lint roller on your board every once in a while. Otherwise it gets like that. So we'll do it right now before I forget and see how much that picks up. I would say so. I would say so. So if you guys use flat lay like on a carpet or something, make sure you're doing that every once in a while. Otherwise, you're just literally cleaning off all of that off of your clothing, and because it's been on the floor or been on the board. They started charging 10 credits, and I was happy with that. It's so good. Yeah. Oh, blended for the for Nifty. Is that what you're talking about? Is that what you're talking about on that one? So yeah. So this one is a little made in the USA situation. So yeah. So I think this is going to be a keywords sell. Here is that. Unless somebody needs a school uniform and they happen to see this, which is possible, but that made in the USA, man, that's going straight up in that title without the shadow of a doubt. 100%. And then do we have any other tags on this? Probably not. I would say probably not going to. No, we're not even gonna get told what's made out of. It's cotton though, I can tell. Yeah, the lister when it first came out. Yeah, so now it's less than that now though, I think, blended. I think it's less than that, which is great. So, Tina Love, what's up? Yeah, so I've only been using the AI feature on Nifty. I think it's been about 2 weeks now. I think we're at like a 2-week mark. And man, I'm happy with it. Oh, by the way, Justin, I did that new lint thing I got. P.S. And by the way, thank you for putting that in the store. But I did that new lint thing that I got that I said I had ordered that you put in the store. You know what I'm talking about, right? Yes. It works so good. I did it on live, and it literally took off all the, like, little fuzzy de-pillar stuff. You know, the stuff that gets on the sweatshirts? Took it off in, like, 5 seconds. Great. Yeah. And it came charged, which was nice. So, I can already hear Ford Hammer right now is like, you better do a TikTok video on it. I can hear it. Ford, if you're here, I already hear it. Blended says, yeah, it's continued to get cheaper and cheaper. I love that. So, that's something that's so cool about Nifty. I've noticed that about Neha is like she's not charging extra when they're getting new platforms on. Like she's not going to charge extra when Etsy's there, and she's not going to charge extra when WN's there or whatever the next ones are. Like she's not going to charge extra, so you get more bang for your buck, and they're getting cheaper as the technology gets better and as they're not having to spend so much time like fixing or perfecting it. Instead of being like, oh, it's perfect now, so we're going to charge you more money, she's like making it consistently less expensive. I mean, what business still does that? And then the other thing that really had Justin sold on it was when we were watching Hustle and AZ's Thursday night reseller live, and Neha was on there, and she said, someone asked a question like, hey, have you ever considered taking out ads and stuff for Nifty so more people will get on it? And by the way, Nifty is auto posher. It's just called Nifty now, in case anyone's wondering what I'm talking about. And she says, no, we've just let it kind of organically spread through the reseller community. And what I like about that is that they're finding out that it works from somebody that they trust. And I just think we're going to keep it that way. And I was like, dude, that is what's up. Like, I love that. I mean, businesses don't say that anymore, you guys. You all know that. You know that. It doesn't exist. So I love seeing that. That just makes me so happy. Yeah, the AI is better. And that's why we kind of waited a minute. And then I watched Chef do his live and showed what it did. And I was like, okay, stop being a resistor charity. Just jump in and try it. And it took a minute to figure out, but it's definitely great. Danny, what is going on? What's going on, Danny? What is Danny doing? We're gonna lint roll this houndstooth dress. Sandra Darren, it's very mod. It has a total retro vibe, which I love. All right. Kind of a weird time of year to be listing a sweater dress, but that's okay. That's all right. We'll get it listed, and you know what? If it sells now, great. And if not, it'll just delist and relist. Thank you, Nifty, once again. Something else I started doing over there. How many of you guys have Nifty? Am I just boring you with this information? I don't know. You let me know. But one of the things I really like is on their delist relist feature, because it just does it automatically now. You can set it up to automatically, so it looks like your listing's new. They have a feature that allows you to lower the price of it every time it delists and relists. So I put on for my items. So at the beginning, I wasn't using it. And so then we started using it about 2 weeks ago when we started using the AI feature. And I have noticed, so it when it delists an item and relists it, I have it set to be 1% lower. So it's not much money. I mean, it's literally a negligible amount, right? But because it's putting in a new price, I think it's making the listing look even fresher. So instead of someone that's maybe seen it before is like, oh, that's that same one. It's like it's a new price. It's different. It looks different. And so I have been selling our stuff that's been delisting and relisting. We've been selling a lot of our older inventory. I sold one piece yesterday. It was an American rag shirt for $12.43. We had that listed for a while. It delisted, it's been delisting and relisting, but this time it delisted and relisted, and then it was the 1% lower, and it sold in like a day. I believe in coincidences up to a point, but that has to have something to do with it. And that's not the first item I've noticed that with. We've been selling a lot of like my lower number inventory stuff. I know, because all my stuff is on a numerical inventory system, so I can kind of tell how long I've had an item. And we've been selling like 200s, 300s, 400s. I'm at 1601 on these. So, I think it's helping. So I don't know, if you guys have Nifty, maybe give it a try and just try that like 1% lower thing and see if you like it. I mean, I've noticed a difference. So Amy says, I have it and I love it. Yeah, those of you that have not tried it yet, there is a link in my bio. You could try it for free for a week. You get 15% off your first month. If you go through another reseller's link. So you're welcome to go through mine, or you're welcome to go through somebody else's. But that's what we did. We went through somebody else's and got a deal. So we love that. Hey, Rebecca, what's going on? All right, let's get a picture here of, oh, do we already get one? Yeah, we already got one. That has a weird shadow. Every once in a while, my lights will turn. There we go. My lights will turn and I'll get like a weird shadow. So we're going to erase that one. We're going to do better. We're going to do better than that. All right, let's get that. Perfect. That's better. There we go. Now we don't have a weird shadow on it. Perfect. All right. We'll do our shoulders. And then we will do the rest of it. All right, there's that. There's that. There is our length. And then we will do our width. And then we will do the back. And then we will hang it up. Nope, we won't. We'll put it in a bag. And we'll get it ready for the person that's going to wear this cute little outfit. Can totally see this with like a chunky pair of penny loafers. So like a nice little sweet pair of opaque tights. And maybe even like pink or something for like a little color pop. And then a nice little pair of like chunky penny loafers with like a little platform to it would be so stinking cute on that. Very, very cute. I could totally see that. I could totally see that. Seashore, Seashee. Woo! That is a tough one to say. She sells seashells by the seashore. That is a tough one to say. I like it. I like when the names are all tricky. I like it when the names are tricky. All right, and you are acrylic. If you were wool, we could make so much money on you, but you're not, and I forgive you for that. We will still do well with you, and you costed us $1. You costed us $1, so we're okay with that. All right, I need to put some tags on these bags here. And let's see. So these are the larger size. So I get the two different sizes. I get this one here for like t-shirts, small shirts. And then I get these bigger bags for like pants and sweaters, stuff like that. Coats, jackets. And those are the only two sizes I wear. Only two sizes I buy. If I need something that's bigger than this, I just wrap it up tightly in saran wrap and I just put it on the top shelf. And then in my SKUs, I just have TS for top shelf, so I know that it's up there. And then on the front, I take, because I'm cheap and I like to recycle, I just take like our little printer things we get free from UPS. I cut them up into like 4s, and then I'll just write like, Carhartt jacket, blue size 4 or whatever it is. I just write it on the tag and then pop it on the front of the saran wrap. So rather than buying, because I just don't think you need to buy any bigger bags than this. I mean, I just think that I guess you could. I just don't look at it as like cost effective. So that's what I think anyways. How are we doing over on the YouTubies, guys? Am I boring anybody? Is anyone interested in what we're doing? You guys are probably just working away. Just have this in the background as like something to occupy you. That's what I do. Watching other people do stuff so that I can like work and stay occupied. I love it. I love it. There's only so many podcasts you can listen to. There's only so much music. There's only so much shows you can have on the background. I like watching other people's stuff. I always seem to like learn something or find out some new piece of information. And anytime I can be maximizing learning while we're earning. Learning while we're earning, folks. All right. And then we've got our little polo shirt here. I really wish that that didn't have that little hole in there. But she'll still sell. All right, there's that. And like I said, anything with this bear on it is like so sought after right now. There's that. Perfect. Checking the pits for this one. We're good on the pits on this one. Man, I'm so glad I noticed that before I photographed those and like sold them. Can you imagine getting a shirt in the mail and it's got just like white pit stuff underneath? Oh, B, what's good? Sophia says still good. Thank you, Sophia. Mwah. What is B up to today? How is my good friend Brian? Guys, if you are looking to follow someone that knows a ridiculous, insane amount of information about toys, hard to find toys, the value of toys, any of that, you guys want to follow Brian. His name is right there, or it was there. Vintage, there it is. I am 5 days from Disney. Yeah, baby. That's fantastic. So you guys got to follow Brian. Vintage Toys Express Brian. This man knows so much about toys. It's crazy. We just learned some crazy bolos for really old board games, and he's always got something going on. So give him a follow. All right, we're going to get the back of this, and then I am going to make sure I point out that little flaw situation on the collar of this. Snappy, what are you doing today? Snap, did you go out walking today? Or you're doing it in a little bit, maybe? I was a good girl today. I got up and did my stretches. Like a good girl. I mean, I'd love to live my life without ever having to do any of that kind of stuff, but you know, the older you get, the more stretching you gotta do. I used to joke when I was a teenager. So, long story, short. I think when I was younger, I had hyperthyroidism. I was really, 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 really scrawny. I wore like a kid's 6X when I was in like middle school. So I was really tall though. I was already 5'7". I'm 5'9" now, but I was 5'7" by the time I was in like 4th grade. And so really tall, really scrawny. And I could eat and eat. I was always hungry. Eat and eat. Never gain weight. And then I had my son, and it's like my system just flip-flopped. And what I used to joke when I was little, oh man, I can lose weight by chewing a piece of juicy fruit. Now it's like I walk past a pack of gum and I gain 3 pounds because my system flipped and I have hypothyroidism as an adult. But you know, when I was a kid a million years ago, they didn't test kids for that kind of stuff, so nobody knew. But I look back at that and I just like, oh my gosh. I mean, enjoy those days, right? I know so much about toys, I forgot stuff. I know, Brian. No walk today because I'll be standing for 6 hours and jumping around the concert. That's true. Yeah, you got to rest those feet. Stappy, what are you wearing tonight? And it's currently raining. That's not good. Monster Joe's in the house. What is up, Monster Joe? Ooh, here is another one that we can use our new fancy lint thing on. Let's see. Okay. So our new fancy lint thing from the TT shop. So this is a torrid jacket, and it's in pretty good condition, but you guys can see it's got pilling like all over it. So we got to use this on this one, and I'm grateful this came because I don't think my other one would have been able to handle it. Oh my god, it's so fast. Oh, that's so much faster. That's going to save me so much time. Oh my goodness. Yowzas. That I mean, you guys, this would have taken me with that other one, like, probably 30 minutes to do. Oh my god. Wow. Yeah, this is a good boy. We like you. We like you, and you, were not expensive. So, I waited for it to go on sale. I think, actually, I might have gotten this off of one of y'all's links. Is anybody in here, one of y'all that I follow, any of you have this in your TT shop? This little lint remover thing? Or depiller, whatever you want to call it? Because I probably ordered this off of you. Because it was on sale. It's probably Ford. Ford, I probably got this from you. I probably ordered this from Ford. Oh, this one's got a little spot on it. So we are going to put a little bit of cleaner on that and see if that'll come off. But that just did that whole front of that jacket in that little amount of time. Will it do it? Oh yeah, it'll do it even like this. Oh my gosh, so nice. Yeah, baby. Well, whoever I got this from, whichever one of y'all recommended, thank you. Because that is insanely faster. So first thing we're going to do, so like I said, before I break out cleaners, I always try cleaning with just a baby wipe first. So the cheaper the baby wipe, the better. This one doesn't have any lotions or anything in it. So this has got like a little spot here on the sleeve. So we're just going to do a little of this and see if we can get it out this way. Rather than going straight for like the chemicals and stuff, a lot of times you just don't need to do that. Oh yeah, I think that's going to come right out. Perfect. Great. Wonderful. We love that. So we're going to take that. We're going to do that. And then we're going to pop over here to our fancy blow dryer that we got at the thrift store for 99 cents. Sappy says clothes. I don't dress it for shows. I know, but what are you wearing? Like band t-shirt or are you wearing Converse? You wearing your black Converse? What are you wearing? Good. That's good. I think we're good on that. 99-cent thrift store. It can't mess with that. Boom. Thrift flips. How are we today? Woo! I just lost that hanger. I want to put it on one of these anyways. I think it'll look better. Oh, Sophia said something and then didn't say something. It was like Sophia's heart said something and then it says, Sophia's did not say something. Probably a sweet spine shirt. Love it. Black pants and black Converse. I knew it. I knew the black Converse were coming in. Oh yeah, this looks... Oh, is that another spot there? We got another spot. We got another spot, guys. We're going to get our fancy little baby wipe here because that's what we do. I'm telling you guys, these like literally take out spots without needing to do anything. Yep, there we go. All right, and let's get our little blow dryer again and get that dry. Blow drying again. Hopefully this doesn't, this might blow out the power, but hopefully not. Hopefully not. We'll find out. We will find out. Dave, welcome in. We're just blow drying clothes over here. Just blow drying clothes over here. This is kind of a cool jacket. Snappy, doesn't this remind you of like a pyramid studded belt? Because this is all like raised up. Oh, I gotta blow dry that more. But doesn't this remind you of like a pyramid studded belt? That still looks dark, so it's still damp. I don't know, just reminds me of that. He says yes. It's a cool jacket. It's one of those jackets I would consider keeping, but I just get so warm here in Texas that I just don't wear... I'm not even wearing any of my hoodies right now. Like, I think I wore a hoodie like one time this winter. I'm always warm, so... Alright, there's that. Perfect. Alright, that looks cool. So this is going to get biker, hardcore, moto, all of that good stuff. I'm going to do a tiny bit more right there. Oh my god, this thing works so much better. Okay. Perfect. There you go. All right. Vanessa! What are you doing? What are you doing, Kitch? We were just, oh, Kitch. I went on and watched a bunch of Barry's videos. Dude, that guy literally is selling it all. Like, and his videos are so simple. Like, I'm glad I talked to Ford, and I'm glad you recommended watching his videos, because I think if I had gone to do any of the TT shop stuff, I think I would have really overcomplicated it. Like, I love making videos. I love editing. I love all that kind of stuff. So I think I probably would have gone way overboard. So thank you for recommending. It's like, sometimes it's the right person says the right thing at the right time. And you were that perfectly right person. Now, I've already checked the pockets in these, but I have learned to double check, because you don't ever know what you're going to find in these jackets. Like, I have found some interesting things. I think I've found more Rona masks than anything, but, and then, oh, that probably needs to be deep held right there. Yep, and then it clicks. Yeah, exactly. It is amazing. I've been liking to watch Blues TT shop videos. They are hilarious. Super Weenie Blues who? Who's Blues? Blues what? Blues Clues? Blues who? Who's Blues? Who is Blues? Alright, this had like a little bit of pilling on the inside there. Perfect. Yeah. See, there's no way I would have been able to do that with my other one. It doesn't even exist. Oh, blue collar. Okay, yeah. Gotcha. I was like, Blues. It's funny, the second I hear Blues, all I can think of, we are gonna get Blues Clues. Wonder where they are. Roof, 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 roof. That's like all I can think of. That is an era that your brain just, oh my god, there's another little, there's another spot right there. We're gonna get a little baby wipe. We're gonna get our little baby wipe. Good gravy. At least it's all coming off with just the baby wipe. There we go. Perfect. All gone. The baby wipe, guys. It's the clutch goat. I'm telling you, it is the clutch goat. I'm gonna blow dry that. Do 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 do. Bing! Thanks for singing with me, honey. Alright, I just saw a string. There it is. This is how we de-string it. This is how we de-string our lovely jacket. Whew, alright. Good enough. That was way too much time on that one item. That is way outside the amount of time I ever want to spend doing one item. I like to get them photographed in a bag in under 30 seconds if I can. Any longer than that feels like I'm taking too much time. Yes, blue collar is great for sure. All right, we got a little polyester. Make sure I get a picture of all the little tags here. And wonderful. This has got all sorts of, this is a 2021, so this is a current one. So I've been taking pictures of like even these tags, because then the nifty AI can find that, and basically it'll title my title exactly how this was titled on the Torrid website, which I love. So again, zippers in the inside, because we do not want the zippers on the outside, because if they were on the outside, when they go into a poly bag, they can tear them. Sophia says, just curious if there's any vintage kids clothes resellers you recommend. You know what? That's a really good question, Sophia. I don't know a lot of people that are doing vintage kids clothes. I know people are, but I just don't know a lot of people doing it. I've seen Surf has been doing some recently. I know Kiwi does some like Ralph Lauren stuff, but I don't think it's vintage. Do you guys know if anybody doing any kids vintage stuff? Like I've done it before, but it's not something I do on the regular. So normally what I'm looking for vintage kids clothes is I'm looking for 90s color block. So a lot of like Gymboree clothing from that era does really well. And then of course I'm looking for name brand bangers like Oshkosh, Nike Kids. Let's see what else. I mean, obviously Ralph Lauren, if you could find it, would be nuts. But I don't know a lot of like just straight up kids brands. So that's really an interesting question. Let's see. Kitch says Angelina does. Kitch, where? Because Sophia's asking over on YT. How does she find Angelina? Frilly dresses and smocks. So Sweetbriar says, Sophia, Sweetbriar says frilly dresses and smocked. So Frilly dresses. Is that a person, or are you just saying that that's what's popular? Frilly and then dresses and SMOCKED. She's on TT. Okay, let's take a look. Angelina, is that how her name is just spelled? Is just straight up like that? So let me see if I can find her. Angelina. Oh, we're friends. Perfect. Look at that. Angelina's Boutique. This one here. Are we talking about her? Is that who you're talking about, Kitch? This one here. Yep. Okay. Yeah. So here you go, Sophia. This person on the TT. And then frilly dresses and smocked. Is that another person? Frilly dresses and smocked. I don't know if that's a person or if that's like a... Yeah, I don't see that as a person. Or if you're saying that that's what's popular. No. Okay. Yeah. So there you go. Look for frilly dresses and smock. Not a person. An aesthetic. Nicole, what is up? Yeah, I think that there's definitely something to be said. We're going to get these hung up together, and then I'm going to head out. But I think there's something to be said for the kids' clothes situation, because not a lot of people are doing it, and I think it probably is a place in the thrift store that gets overlooked. For sure. So I scan probably poorly. I basically go like this, and I'm looking for little jean overalls, and I'm looking for color block stuff. And then I scan the kids' shoes, but basically I'm just looking for really small Nikes at a cheap price. But other than that, that's really all I've looked for. But they are worth looking for. Yeah, for sure. I think so too. I've seen some people sell some stuff for some crazy prices. So you got a little majestic, New York Mets jacket here. This is a nice little jacket. We're gonna get that photograph after lunch. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna eat lunch, and then I'm going to get all that stuff up that's in my drafts listed, and then in the meantime we'll get all these new pictures imported into Nifty. Let AI find all of them. I'll get more photos. Go into Nifty. Put the prices on those, take more photos. So I've just been kind of doing this as like around just a circle, and it's working good, you guys. I'm getting at least 50% more listings up every single day doing it like this. So totally worth it. 1,000,000,000%. So you got a little Vineyard Vines here. We picked this up. I think I might have paid... Yeah, I can't remember if this was on dollar days or if I paid $2 for it. I can't remember. I don't know. I remember a lot of my stuff, but I don't remember everything, right? So, and with stuff like this, with Vineyard Vines, or with like Travis Matthew, Robert Graham, any of those designer men's brands, if you see them at the thrift store, and let's say there's a stain, and you can get it for cheap, buy it, take the buttons off, and then put them in a Ziploc baggie and save them. So that when you come across an item that isn't stained, but just needs a button, that you can put it on, or you can also just sell the buttons online. So if you don't want to wait to see if you find an item and you want to just be able to sell like Robert Graham buttons or Travis Matthew buttons or whatever, you can do that. So that's a nice little extra amount of little nice revenue you can get that maybe you didn't think of before. So I saw another reseller. It might have been Liv. Was it Liv? It was somebody that I watched because they sell a lot of the same stuff I do. Like Liv and I sell a lot of the same stuff, but somebody I was watching was like, oh, I'm just going to take the buttons off this. And I was like, oh my gosh, how have I not been thinking of doing that? There's a huge following for Powerpuff Girls. That's so funny. That's so funny, Annie. Do you guys remember? I love that. I love Powerpuff Girls. Do you guys remember when I did that comic book show? So that was 5 weeks ago, maybe. I did that WN comic book show, and I had that vintage Powerpuff Girls comic that had not been opened yet. And it's so funny because I said on that live, I was like, Powerpuff Girls. I was like, oh, you guys won't remember this. And then I said, it's really weird that that those Powerpuff Girls haven't come back yet. And then Justin and I were talking about that afterwards. And I was like, it's so weird that we haven't seen Powerpuff Girls. I'm surprised we haven't seen like a resurgence of that. And so that's so funny you say that, Annie. We were just talking about that. That's how stuff goes though, right? You start thinking about it and then it gets into your space. So VT's in the house. What is up? VT's in the house, honey. VT is in the house. All right. He said, cool. Hunter, what's going on? We're just buttoning up. So this is a little Tommy Hilfiger. This is a really interesting shirt because when I first saw it, I thought it was a pajama top. And I'll show you in a second what it looks like. This is one of the Tommies with like the super thick boy buttons too, which is nice. So there's a certain line of Tommy's clothes that have these really super thick boy buttons. And the reason the guys like them is because they keep the stuff from unbuttoning. So they're just the way that they're made. It's really hard to like get the buttons to like pop out. So I have sold a couple of these before that are like that. So I thought that this was a pajama top. So look at this. The first thing I saw was this. If you didn't see the rest of it, wouldn't you think that's a pajama shirt? So I saw it, and then I was like, wait a second. This isn't interesting. It's a custom fit, coupe adjustable Tommy in an XL, which is incredible. And then let's see if we've got a year on this. Let's take a look. See if we've got one. We may or not. May or may not. It feels newer. Yeah, well, here we go. It feels like a 16. Oh no, it's a 2011. That's a little older than I thought it was. Nice. So a little post. Honey, I would love a salad. Is there any ground turkey left?
Yep.
2 ounces of ground turkey, 1 black beans, 1 garbanzos, 2 eggs, 1 with yolk, 1 without. I'm going to go ahead and do 2 tablespoons of sour cream, brewer's yeast, all the other regular vegetables.
I'll let you do the extras when you're ready.
Perfect. Avi too, if you're cutting one up. But yeah, don't put any salad dressing on it. Thanks, baby. We have the same thing every day, in case you're wondering. But some days I want it with salad dressing, some days I don't. Some days I want the double yolks. Some days I only want 1 yolk. You're like, oh my gosh, she's so high maintenance. I'm really not. I kind of am. Did you see the previous content? Oh, I don't see that. He does not care. PT's like, no, he does not care. No, you know what it is if he makes it and I don't put the right things on there, then I have to go in because I'm keeping track of my numbers on everything because I was having like heart palpitations, so I'm like trying to keep track of things to keep my like everything in check. Anyways, long story. So he's like so worried about doing that because he made me lunch one day and then I was like, how much is this and how much of that is in there and how much of that? And he's like, I don't know any of it. And he's like, are you gonna be okay? And I'm like, I'm fine. It's not gonna we're good. Annie, did you see the previous content? I like to use salsa instead of dressing. I love that. Yeah, I like to use the Daisy Light sour cream. I am still here, Joey. I'm working. We're working. We're putting in work. Thank you for entertaining me. I'm working on the garage. Jean, what are you doing out in that garage? What are you doing in the garage? What are you doing? Oh my goodness. Yeah, Annie, that's why I said that. You're welcome, Sophia. Thanks, guys, for helping Sophia out. Yeah, and if you guys come across any other people selling children's clothes or vintage kids' clothes, let us all know, because there's a market. There is a market, and I just don't see a whole lot of people doing it. It doesn't mean there aren't a lot of people doing it. It just means that I haven't seen a whole bunch of people. They're just not on my feed for some reason. So, Joey, I can't stop myself. I'm actually just finishing hanging this stuff up. And then I'm going to have some delicious taco salad here. And we got a little Polo Ralph Lauren. This is a little bit of an older one. This is the Andrew Polo Ralph Lauren. I love how they all have like different names. I don't know that I can keep track of all of them. I think Surf probably has them memorized, but I do not have them all memorized. This one's got a little thread. Let's cut that off. Let's get that thread off. Let's get the thread off. Alrighty, here's that. Perfect. Put this on one of these. One of Gigi here. And looking handsome. You guys know I love selling my Ralph Lauren. It sells, it always sells. What's this? Oh, Ralph Lauren. This is the Slim Fit Chambray Oxford. This has the sick little flesh-colored jockey on it, which is great. Those sell well. This will probably sell pretty quickly. It's a large, too, which is, like, real nice. I find a lot of these in smalls and mediums. When I can find them in the large, I get very excited. Jean says, I'm trying to make a functional... What did you say? I'm trying to make a functional on this gorgeous day we have that won't make me melt in the heat. I know, that's the thing. So when you live in Texas, anytime you want to do outside work, you do it right now. Because in about 2 months or even a month from now, it's going to start getting brutal. And then it gets to the point where it's so hot that, like, if you have to be outside doing stuff like that, you feel like you're hallucinating or something because it gets so warm. So, Auntie says, yes, woke up at 5 offers, 2 of them in the ballpark. Gonna wait. It's been 24 hours. Boom. Found them for $5.99. Andy, that's amazing. Congratulations. That's freaking fantastic. I love seeing you guys succeed. It makes me so happy. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right. I don't think we need to put this one on a big hanger. I think this one can probably just go on one of these. Let's take a look. We hang it up, and then we see how it looks. And as long as it goes to the corners, we're good. Yep. Get it. She's going to need a little de-wrinkle on there, though, that's for sure. A little de-wrinkle. All right. Well, we got more stuff in here, guys, but we'll probably hang this stuff up later because I smell salad and I am hungry. I've got a ton of these FootJoys. I got them for super inexpensive. And they're all in larges, which is great. I have so many of these. I got like 8 of them for like, it was like less than $3 a piece. So those are fantastic. At Western, we got Nautica. We got those really cool Hurley. I love this one. I know it's not vintage, and I know it's like a weird time of year for this, but I love this one. This little mock neck. Super cute. All right, you guys, I'm going to head out. I'm going to eat my lunch. I'll be back on tomorrow for either shipping or just getting more stuff photographed. It just kind of depends on how my day is going. We're trying to still figure out the car stuff and all that, so it depends on how that goes. Workout is amazing. If they were my size, I would have kept them 2-story. I have a Powerpuff Girls champion workout. Of course you do, Annie. That's amazing. All right, you guys, thanks for coming in. Thanks for hanging out. Kill it today. You got this. I believe in you. Y'all believe in each other. We can do this. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody.